direi più che una fisionomia, io mi sono riportato alla prima impressione che ebbi nel 1919 di una vettura americana che aveva corso a Indianapolis e che era la Packard 12 cilindri. Da quel momento ho sposato il motore a 12 cilindri e non ho più divorziato.
Ihre Haut altert im Laufe des Tages. Neu, Liftaktiv Supreme mit ganztägigem Lifting-Effekt. Von morgens bis abends bleibt die Haut glatt und straff. Ab einem Monat Falten sind sichtbar gemildert. Neu, Liftaktiv Supreme von Vichy. Nur jetzt die große Liftaktiv-Testaktion. Beim Kauf der Pflege Serum 10 gratis testen. Mehr auf vichy.de Serum testen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Germany. We are in Cologne, and this is the final qualifiers to see who exactly will reach those big finals, which we'll be playing out in Munich in just a short while. Joining me, of course, is Joe Miller. I am Lee Dearman Smith, and I think this is going to be some pretty impressive matches today. We've got 4 quarterfinals to come for you, 2 semifinals, and of course the final. And Joe, the draw happened just a few moments ago.
The draw did happen, and we had a few insider tips from inside the German community that basically gave us 4 names that said these guys are probably going to be the big 4 favorites here today. These guys, the other 4, might have an outside chance, may cause some upsets. We did draw the bracket, so let's have a look at that. And, well, basically, those 4 favourites that we were tipped earlier on seem to be all on the bottom side of the bracket together, including the 2 Team ASO players there. And there's some big names in the German scene in this tournament, and it's going to be close. And as I mentioned, those guys with the outside chance, I think coming in with maybe less pressure here today.
Yeah, so we're going to be starting off, of course, with Savas versus Demis. We're going to work our way down quarterfinals 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything will be shown, and we're going to be bringing it all to you live. Of course, this is for a chance to reach the grand finals, which will be happening in Munich. And, of course, $20,000 is on the line as well. More importantly, there's 2 Ballon d'Or tickets.
Yeah, I would really like to, get my hands on those tickets. I'd take you, obviously, as my best friend to the Ballon d'Or for a great night of entertainment there. But guys, you can also get involved with us today over on social media, Twitter and Facebook, FIWC. Actually, on Facebook, there's a contest where if you guess the right winners of today, there are some nice signed copies of FIFA 15 up for grabs there as well. And on YouTube, FIFA TV, where, there's actually some great content up online there to watch through, including the Ballon d'Or from last year and including the championships from last year and some of the previous events, the qualifiers. The English one was held recently at Stamford Bridge, and some really great content. We are going to be getting into our first game here, though, shortly.
Yeah, you can see Savas and Demis all set up there, ready and waiting to go. We're going to be getting that game underway in just a few moments. And here we go. It's going to be Chelsea versus Real Madrid. This is pretty good. I was expecting something different. We got a bit of a variety in game 1. So, starting out, I believe on the left-hand side, it will be, of course, Chelsea. And that will be Savas up against Demis, who will be playing as Real Madrid.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one to kick us off. Always, I think, a tough one, first game of the tournament. Just a quick run-through of the rules here, as you have a little bit of a mess there at the back for Real Madrid. But the rules coming into this one, 6-minute half, so a 12-minute game. It is just a one single match knockout, single elimination for you esports fans out there that used to be used to calling it. And obviously, winner goes on, loser goes home. So pretty cutthroat tournament overall here. Very, very important to get off to a good start.
Yeah, we'll hopefully try and get a hold of the tactics that these guys are using. It's looking pretty defensive packed, certainly from Real Madrid, the way they're all scurrying straight back. Quick cross there, straight down towards Marcelo. We'll see how this works out for Demis. Demis, of course, coming into this one, had to fight his way through. Classed as one of the outsiders, I think it's safe to say. He was a former pro player many years ago, competed in EP 3 years ago. Well, looking down at my notes, and immediately, he should not have given the ball away there. That was pretty reckless defending.
Yeah, a bit of a defensive error there, going to cost Demis the first goal of the tournament. And the start, really, that Savas was looking for. We were expecting a lot of Real Madrid versus Real Madrid today, and I'm really happy that we're starting off with the Chelsea versus Real Madrid. See if anyone goes for any different teams a little bit later on, but it looks like Demis has somewhat recovered from that early first goal that he's let in around the 8-minute mark. Did have a bit of an attack there, but seems like both players now starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in their settings. Currently, it's Savas here on the attack, going to switch the flank, and it's straight over, and playing the possession game really well up till this point. And of course, as soon as I say that, a bit of a long ball gives him it away, but he's got it back.
Oh, it's a good through ball. He might be able to try and pass straight through. No, defenders will cut that one off. Not going to be mistakes this time, so we'll just play it out of the back this time. Not going to go for the hoof, the Route 1. I was about to say Liverpool style. We're not quite Route 1 anymore. I am a Liverpool fan, so sadly we're not going to get to see them playing too often in this one. But then again, we won't see Chef Wednesday either, but who knows? We could see how this one goes. Quick offside there, I think. Yep, so it's going to be Savas with a free kick. Already starting off 1-0 in the lead. 15 minutes gone in this game. very good, comfortable start from him. And that's something, you know, obviously first game of the tournament. These guys, very nervously, we were watching them all as the draw came out, and they were immediately, I saw Demis' face as soon as Savas was drawn out against him. He was like, oh. So immediately, confidence seems to be a little bit shot. So he really wants to try and get something on the board, something forward for him. And that's maybe what he's going to try and do with Benzema here, trying to shuffle his feet through there. Rodriguez not going to be able to get the cross. Can he try and whip one in? He will get it in there. He's going to try and go for the header, but the keeper easily covering that one off for Savas.
Yeah, easily held, really. And for Savas here playing Chelsea, that early goal means that he can play a little bit slower, play that more possession-based game rather than going for anything too risky at this stage. Just try and keep that lead in your hands. As Ronaldo, they're going to lose the ball, which could lead to a bit of a counter-attack here. You're not going to see that threaded through. But where's it going to end up? There with Hazard, and switched off with a nice through ball coming in. Can he pick up the second goal? He will knock it to the inside, but cleared away last ditch there by Demis.
Tried to go for the dirty little chip cross straight down and fool the goalkeeper in for a quick tap in, but luckily Demis was switched on for that one. But we're seeing some pretty fluid football from Savas here. He is quick to pass the ball around, whereas we looked at Demis, absolutely wants to get that ball to Ronaldo and try and keep hold of it, try and rush through. Clearly, of course, Ronaldo, one of the best players in the game, so no doubt he wants to try and make use of him. Well, Savas, good work from him. Ooh, that was a risky pass straight away. Demis, not too sure how that one was going to work out for him. Good side footwork from Savas there. Tries to do some fancy skill moves. Does manage to get back hold of it again. They're going to pass it around then straight in towards the box here. This is problem. Savas off the woodwork there. And Demis, well, he seems a little rattled in this opening. He's really got to try and get his foot on the ball, just slow things down a little. Yeah,
some early mistakes. That could end up costing him dearly, but they'd be thankful that the post was exactly where that one was aimed. But this could be dangerous. A chip over the top. No offside going to be given for this one. Will it be 2-0? No, it's a solid save there. Casillas coming out, making sure that he held on to that one. And that will mean that he gets back in possession. 32 minutes gone in this first quarter-final, first half. And now it will actually be Demis who's got a bit of a counter-attack going on his own. Got a couple of men up there to work with. Well, the header will fall to the feet of Cahill, and it's back with Savas.
Yeah, good chip through ball. Was quickly cut out, though, by Savas, so keeping hold of it. And this just seems to be the big difference right now. Savas, once he gets the ball, I was about to say he retains possession, but now we've got Demis with Benzema. He's got no help with him at the moment, trying to go chip it into the inside corner. That's never going to get past the keeper, or at least it certainly shouldn't. But it's a corner for Demis. Let's see what he can do with it. Can he try and pick someone out for that header? Ronaldo is in and around the box. That's the man he wants to be aiming for. Modric is going to go with a cross. Will go inside, but that's going to be cleared out. Should be able to clear this defence now, unless Demis managed to rattle his way through. Has managed to get up close. Oh my God, off the post once again. Almost a penalty given as well there. Questionable decision by the referee, that's for sure. But now we're on the quick counter-attack from Savas.
Yeah, up on that left-hand side. The question is, can he thread it through? He will be able to thread it through, and got the space there in the middle as well. Going to go for a pot shot, but Casillas, a little dive off to the left. We'll make sure that that one's safe, and a long throw out actually. We'll get them up to the halfway point already, but again, a solid challenge coming in, and the ball will once again be at the feet of Savas. He was just running that clock nicely now. Just a few minutes to go until we hit that half-time point. We'll see if there are any changes on the cards from that one. Position given away there. And now a chance here for Demis to maybe level up just before that half-time point. But again, solid defending from Savas. Not really had too many problems at the back. Most actually coming from those set pieces.
Well, we're just approaching the halfway point in this match. And still Savas, as Chelsea, holding that 1-0 lead. Working out well for him. That early goal that even caught me off guard, as well as Demis, absolutely has been the difference so far. And Savas so far has definitely been playing much better possession football. And he's been working it well, working the short passes, working the angles. Whereas Demis, when he gets it, he's just trying to run it straight up there. And we can see Savas holding good possession. He will get tackled away, but that will be one back. There's the half. And it's still 1-0 to Chelsea, 1-0 to Savas.
And we saw that brief look at the possession. About 45 to 55% there. So we are going to see a couple of little changes. Nothing too big for either side, though.
Identical tactics, both playing that 4-2-3-1. So something we respected. And it was actually Demis that switched tactics there, switched to the 4-2-3-1, equaled up what Chelsea were doing, what Savas was doing, and maybe he's going to feel that he was just losing out a little bit of possession on those wings. But we see a long through ball. Is he going to be able to get on the end of it? Should be a quick defensive ball, and nicely short passed out of danger this time around for Demis.
Could be a counter. Oh, he's lost the ball here. This is going to be dangerous for him. No through ball. I thought that was going to be slotted through quickly to give him the maximum chance there. Didn't quite work out, and now he's the one that's lost possession. But again, Savas coming in very, very strong, being able to regain control. Bit of a push on the left-hand side now. He's going to try and thread that through. He's rolling around a little bit on the floor. Certainly not going to give you the best chance to keep a hold of the ball, that's for sure. Here's a push up the left-hand side, managing to skip past the defender. We'll throw it in there. There comes the header. He's gone in off the inside of the woodwork. The trophy coming up, and that will be another one going in for Savas. Comfortably now in the lead, up 2-0.
Yeah, great little cross in off the woodwork. Ahead of the defender, more importantly. Marcelo couldn't get close to that one. And that was a clean, easy goal. Savas now with a 2-0 lead built up over Demis. Remember, this is just straight, a best of one. If you lose this game, you're out. And Savas could be through to the semi-finals. Pressure on now for Demis with Real Madrid. He's got 35 minutes to play with in this game, which equates to around about 4 minutes of real time that he needs to try to pull something out here. He's going to try and get down the wing, but he's got no one in the box waiting for him. And again, easily cut out there. Quick, solid defending work from Savas.
And now he's the man that may be looking to push forward. Quick switch of flanks there up onto that top side. And throw it back over onto the left. So really using the width that he's got in this Chelsea team, but will actually be getting himself a free kick. And the first yellow card of the tournament will be going over to none other and Cristiano Ronaldo. Certainly could do without losing a man at this point in the game, that's for sure. 2-0 behind with about half an hour in-game time still left on the clock. Here's another chance for him to break through though. But again, sloppy passing means that Savas will regain possession. And now has a chance to actually slot it through here. Will he go through to the second man? He will indeed. Remy going to try and work his way in. Gets the shot off. Casillas will parry, and well, you don't see many easier than that. Knocked straight over the bar from about 10 yards out. There's the goals that you'd have to make if you're going to win a tournament like this.
Oh, akin to Ronnie Rosenthal for Liverpool against Aston Villa back in 1988, I think it was. So
I was one then, Lee.
I know, well, I remember because it was probably the second from last league we won. It's been a good few years for Liverpool. But here we go, though. This is possibly the good counter-attack. Can he get the shot off? Oh, he's been taken down in the box, not given the penalty. Good defensive work from Chelsea once again there for Savas. And Savas keeps a hold of it. This is starting to get a little bit more feisty, though. Demis with Real Madrid is starting to get a little more chances here. Can he get the through ball? Wants to get the shot off. Sidesteps. Can get... No! Again! Savas there, just last-minute ditch defending, but also very clean in his counter. Doesn't give the ball away sloppily.
That's happened at least 4 times now. Well, we should just not mention, how clean those passes have been, how well they're keeping possession, as we are going to see the ball going through to Ronaldo. Can't quite get the touch. We'll knock it over the top there. And it looks like we're going to actually be seeing a couple of changes.
It's Savas doing some changes here by the looks of it. He wants to switch out. It looks like he's going to bring a substitute on for, is it going to be Fabregas? Fabregas off, Matic on. I just got a glimpse of that one. He's also brought Diego Costa on up front. So a couple of changes. Also, we're looking towards, looks like Demis is going to make a couple of changes. Hernandez just brought on the wing there and actually going straight 4-2-4. Wow, okay, so some long ball stuff might be coming out from Demis here with Real Madrid. Let's see how it works out for them. At the moment, very much pressure on from Savas. 2-0 up in this game. Now we can see the changes. And here we go. Ronaldo, well, he's immediately broke through, but Cahill got the better of him, but it was judged unfairly. And it will be Gareth Bale with the free kick. Not exactly one of the spectacular ones that you'd expect to see from them, but Ronaldo, well, he's prancing and dancing, but not really much coming from it.
No, but they have got space up on this top side. Marcelo going to keep a hold of this one, but he's trying to find a hole in this Chelsea defence that's just not really been there for him up until now. We are going to see an offside. That must have been very, very close. Ronaldo in the offside position. Means a free kick and a brief respite in the pressure here for Savas. Will give the ball away, though, up on that top side with Rodriguez. Through the middle there to Ronaldo. Benzema couldn't quite get through, but he's got a lucky break here and gets his legs taken away. And I'm not sure this referee really not on Demis's side today, that's for sure. Had a couple of certainly, I'd say, questionable fouls in the box that may have been given to him on another day. But for now, it is going to be Savas who once again will give the ball away on the midway point. Here's the push through.
No doubt about it, Demis has definitely stepped things up here in the latter half of this match. Now he's got Ronaldo, but again, gets caught off. It's going to be a corner for Demis here on Real Madrid. Let's see what he can make of it. He really could do it, getting something caught in there. We're going to see Ramos. Can he get the cross in? No, that's going to get shut out easily by Savas. And now the counter-attack is very much on. It's a 2-on-3 situation. Can he try and get that through ball in? He's going to try and load it up now. No, he went offside. Had to pull him back. Now he's gone for the overhead through kick, through ball. Not going to quite pull off for him. Diego Costa for Savas. No, just going to slow things down here. Remember, he just needs to keep possession more than anything, but a third goal would help. It's going to go for the long ball, which nearly trickled on through there, but Savas definitely starting to feel a little bit nerves here, but there's only 5 minutes left of the match, and Demis absolutely in desperation times.
Does have the ball here, though, Demis. Going to go through with Hernandez. What can he do with this one? Solid tackle from Cahill as he comes out of the box. And it is still Savas in possession. He will knock it on through with a chance here for Costa to make something work out, but Demis will get the better of him there on the backside. Don't forget, 4 men up front right now for Demis, meaning that a couple of holes in that midfield area, but as long as he can thread them through as he has down to Hernandez, there may be a chance for him. There is Luka Modric with a chance. Rockets off one man. Kept out by the keeper, but he's giving it away once again here. Savas not making it easy for himself in these dying moments of the game. The 5 minutes of stoppage time surely going to be up here shortly, and surely no way that Demis can come back into this one. And we can see there Savas with a smile on his face, knowing exactly that this one is in the bag for him. Quarter-final here, looking like it will be going to Savas.
Yeah, body language is absolutely everything. You can see Demis just slumped in his chair there. He knows it's over. He knows this is really not possible to come back to unless you can pull off some incredible long ball tactics. But with Savas retaining possession, I say that as he loses it once again, but he's going to cut it out. He's going to try and go for the through ball. Almost an own goal there. And that is full time, I feel. No, not quite. They're just going to hold the ball in the corner. It's just going to try and run it in. Goes for the chip shot. Doesn't going to happen. There it is. Savas takes game one in the quarterfinals. That means Demis will be out of the tournament. Savas will progress through to the semi-finals. The question is, who will he face? That's the question. We're seeing the goals again, of course. We're seeing Savas on the screen, but that's what the sound clearly is in the background. Of course, coming up next will be Sebastian Huber versus Daniel Patenko. That will be who Savas will be facing in the semi-finals. But overall, I mean, what do we take from that? That was a solid performance from Savas, no doubt about it.
Yeah, looked very good in possession. There were a couple of times where he did give it away, a couple of risky moves on the back line, but really making the most of his chances here in this first quarter-final. I see that, just the highlights of this one. Benzema shot, which was kept out nicely. And we just saw that solid overall, really, from Savas.
Yeah, for Denis, the only chance he got for Demis was literally that woodwork shot from Benzema. That's the one. That was the only chance he actually had a goal, really, that was actually anywhere close. He didn't have that many shots. You know, he got held up in the box, and really, it was credit to Savas' defensive work. Every time he was in that box, managed to get the ball away from him, get it clear. That's all he had to do. And he was doing that short passing game that just seemed to work very well for him.
Yeah, and you can't really argue with it. I think it's always tough to sit down there, the first guys in the hot seat, if you like, and play your first quarterfinal, especially with such a real cutthroat format that we've got here. 6-minute halves, 12-minute games, single elimination. You lose this one game, and, you know, Demis has played 12 minutes there, journey to Cologne and out of the tournament. out of the running here for the FIFA Interactive World Cup Grand Finals in Munich.
And we should point out, these guys, they had to fight through cup stages that 700 plus people. They are absolutely the best of the best in Germany. To get here and go out so quickly is devastating. Nevertheless, we're going to have the second quarterfinals coming up after the break. It will be Daniel Patenko versus Sebastian Huber. That will be up next.
Listen to this. It's hard.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Germany, in Cologne. Joining me is Joe Miller. I am Lee D-Man Smith, and Game 2 is about to get underway. Of course, this is for a prize to play at Munich. I believe it's in the Allianz Arena as well, which is, of course, the stadium you guys may be seeing throughout this tournament. It's where the actual matches are going to be taking place. And $20,000 on the line, and, more importantly, those 2 Ballon d'Or tickets.
Yeah, I'm not sure which I'd like most. Actually, I'd probably just take the tickets if I had the choice there.
You're almost guaranteed to be up close and personal with Messi or Ronaldo. It's like, one of them's going to win it eventually.
I think so. I mean, that's certainly the way that it's been going, right? So,
yeah.
As you see there, our second quarter-final here will be between Daniel Butenko and Sebastian Huber. There's the Real Madrid mirror matchup, if you want to call it that we were expecting, albeit both players running with a slightly different tactic for the start of this one, but we'll see who gets off to that dream start. Daniel Butenko up on that top side currently with Marcel. Let's see if he can actually get it into the box. He's certainly going to make a meal of it, and cleared away. Last-ditch effort there, but still on the attack with Ronaldo here. Can he find a way past 2 men? He's gone a little bit far, but does get the cross off. Slid right onto the touchline, and now the push is on.
Yeah, that was a good attack, but he did put a lot of men forward there. Daniel Butenko playing as the white Real Madrid, Sebastian Huber playing as the black Real Madrid, who has actually got a clear run through, quickly cut out in the defence there. It's always interesting to see, of course, a lot of people play different positions with players that you would ordinarily see in real life. So sometimes you'll see Gareth playing, Bale playing not so much on the midfield, or more the attack as he does sometimes for Real Madrid these days, but even in centre-back, which we saw in the previous matchup. But Khedira there, quickly dispossessed by Pep. That was somewhat unfairly. Yep, the referee felt that so as well. Bit of a argy-bargy. No surprises to see Pep, the first man, getting in there. Didn't get a red card this time, though.
Yeah, Pepe versus Pepe. I mean, that's certainly a matchup made in heaven there, I think, for that one. That is a good through ball to Ronaldo here. But can he actually get it any further? It's nicely cleared away. And Modric here will try and get it. Oh, that's surely... How? I mean, in reality, that is probably a straight red card right there for Modric, but... You know, not catching out there. Referee obviously got his eyes somewhere else.
He played the ball. That's what he was going for. Gareth Bale with the cross, tries to get it in there. This could be the first goal. It will be. It's somewhat unceremoniously dispatched there. It was Daniel Butenko that got that goal, but it was just a simple tapping in the end for Ronaldo. And Casillas, not quite sure what exactly happened. That was a great little chip through ball. It was defensive error.
Yeah,
defensive error.
A massive mix-up there at the back, trying to clear it away, and Casillas just diving over the top of the ball. Bit of a sour taste, surely, for Sebastian Huber after letting that one in fairly early on in this game. 13 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. But that is the start that Butenko was looking for here in his quarter-final matchup. Let's see now if Sebastian can bounce back in this one, though. Got possession here with Khedira at the halfway line. We'll lose it, though, far too easily, and that's going to be the ball over the top here. Ronaldo 1 versus 1, and we'll just slot it home for an easy 2-0, and that is the problem. You lose that ball in midfield, you're not getting it back.
Well, Daniel Butenko made it all too easy there, no doubt about it. Sebastian Huber didn't really know what happened. That was just a through ball, completely cut the team in half, and Ronaldo, well, you can't stop him once he gets going, and that is his second of the game. Daniel Butenko in a solid commanding lead. The last match was only 2-0 overall, and already we're starting to see some changes to the defence of Sebastian Huber.
And, I mean, it certainly got to at this point. 2-0 behind. Seems to be switching there between a couple of different variations of that 4-4-2. Swap Rodriguez and Benzema. And it looks like he will be ready to get back into this one. So let's see if that makes any difference.
It's the defence he needs to clean up, not the front, that's for sure.
Add maybe 1 or 2 more men, I think, to that back line, because certainly not going well from a defensive mix-up for the first goal. Honestly, a mistake in the midfield as well that led to that second one as well. That'll actually be an offside there. So free kick here. Right at the edge of the 18-yard box. Bit of acrobatics, I think we can safely call that one.
Off the ball incident, I'm not too sure, but Pep went down either way. So Daniel Butenko, let's see how he continues this one. 2-0 up already, very early on. We're only at the 20-minute mark in this matchup. Plenty of time to play for both teams, but we could maybe see a cricket score if this continues on at this pace at this moment. Daniel Patenko has got a great start and really passing it very well. Tries to go for the little through ball once again. This time Ronaldo not getting the better of the defender. And now we're going to see another quick chop out there. These guys are going in full-blooded, no doubt about it. Some quick, hard tackles. The through ball not quite going to make the connection. And that will be Benzema playing defensive duties for Sebastian Huber this time against Benzema once again, but Daniel Patenko, who again gets another through ball. And at the moment, Sebastian Huber is just risking everything, trying to get that ball forward and leaving himself so exposed. Quick, easy defensive clearance, but we're not going to see a long ball back in there as that gets blocked off by his own player.
Yeah, and again, a bit of a tussle. Looks like the referee might be pulling out a card as Bale and Marcello having a bit of a fit. Look at Pepe, not his usual calm self there, just chilling out in the background. And there is the first yellow card of this game going to Marcello. So let's see then what they're going to do with this one. Modric off to Rodriguez. And cut back inside. Thread it through nicely. Nice bit of passing build up here from Huber. But what can he do? Can he manage to get through that last man? He doesn't, and he'll be once again cleared away. Patenko now on a bit of a push of his own. We'll put it back through into the midfield, and honestly, playing very hands-off defensively, and that's going to give them a whole host of space. Was Benzema pushing up through the left-hand side. Nice challenge from Ramos, though. We'll get Huber back in possession. Yeah,
managed to cut him out nicely there. Let's see if he can work something with this ball. Good pass here, but he's got really nowhere to go because this is such a high defensive line from Daniel Patenko. That's a good through ball, but it's going to get cut out again. And Patenko has the better of him as he manages to now work it up the line with Gareth Bale. He's completely sold Modric. A complete nutmeg there. He's through into the box. He's got no support, though. But that cutback is going to get cleared out eventually. And Huber now on the attack.
Knocked off the ball, though, pretty much instantly there. That shouldn't go through,
dear.
but
That's
a mistake there, to be honest. That's going to give a corner over. And we'll see if Patenko can make it 3-0. All the space in the world there as the ball does go in, gets knocked straight back out, and again ping-ponging around in the box. But again, they managed to clear it out. He's got a lot of space here, but it will be Marcello that's quicker than Ronaldo there to get onto that one. We'll actually clear it away, and that will give a throw-in over to Huber on that top side. And, you know, his build-up play been decent so far. He's just missed those final, clinical touches that he needs to get it through onto the last man. And now we see that counter from Patenko. He's got a lot of space on this top side.
He might try and play another through ball here. It's worked out well for him in the first 2 goals. 42 minutes now gone in this match, closing in on half-time, and already Patenko definitely showing he's got the better of Huber once again. Tries to go for that cross, a deep one. He has got possession once again. It's Ronaldo trying something out, but it's going to get cut out. Way straight into the box. Close play! It's a 3rd goal for Daniel Patenko. And this time around, it is not going to be Ronaldo. It will be Martinez, I think that was, that managed to get that one in there. I didn't quite see who it was. Didn't catch the number of him. But that was, again, another easy goal for Daniel Patenko. Defenders, 4 men around him. Nobody closing in on him.
Easy finish as
well.
Hernandez,
yep. Chikorito.
It's okay, as a Liverpool fan, you're allowed to ignore players.
He's a Man United player.
Man United,
don't want to watch
so
him, yeah.
We'll let you off on that one. It's now Huber with the kickoff. Struggling here, pressured all over the park. And has really struggled to have any space really to work with. You see that defensive line playing high pressure. Marcello needs to be a little bit careful. You see the yellow outline. Just one bad foul away from being sent off in this one, which, I don't know, Patenko 3-0 up. We'll see if he'd be able to do that with 10 men. For now, he's on the attack once again, though, as he tries to thread it through. Nicely cut out, though, and there's a chance, although that would be offside, playing that pressured back line and finding it very difficult to break through.
You know what? I'm thinking we're closing in on half-time right now. There's the whistle. Has Sebastian Huber had a shot yet? No. That's 0 shots. You're not going to score if you don't get a shot. And Daniel Patenko, simply put, is outplaying him quite considerably here. 3-0 up at half-time. And with a very comfortable lead, I think we're going to see Daniel Patenko starting to play a little bit stylish now, because Sebastian Huber still yet to really get into the box, let alone have that shot. He's just been cut out every step of the way. And again, defensive work from Daniel Petenko and another offside. He's really playing a high line.
Yeah, struggling to play that through ball. And probably worth mentioning as well, Huber actually a manager of one of the big FIFA teams, Meet Your Makers, which some of you guys that watch other games will probably be familiar with. Also had their fair share of great FIFA players as well, so maybe slightly outclassed here by Daniel Petenko. Certainly the scoreline reflecting that at this stage. Bit of messy play in the midfield, both teams giving it away, but will be Petenko again that does manage to hold on to the ball here with Benzema. We'll throw it over the top for Hernandez, already got himself one. Let's see if he can get any more. Just going to dance around on the edge of the box there, chips it on through to Modric, who tries to turn and does get past two men there, threads it through, but cut out at the very last second. Almost 4-0, and now it's Huber on the break.
It's a 4-on-2 situation. He's got a third man joining him. Ronaldo is going to try and get straight down that wing. He needs to get past the defence, and that was well blocked out by Daniel Petenko. Regains possession, and once again, Sebastian Huber's attacks are cut dead in the tracks. Ronaldo could be a through ball pass here. He's just going to go all the way. Try and feed it in. Tries to get it back to Ronaldo for his hat-trick, but instead it was cut out this time. And immediately, counter-attack back on for Sebastian Huber. He's trying to pull it back up the line now, but there's defensive numbers for Daniel Petenko, and this attack has already been killed in the midfield.
Yeah, going to have to build up a little slower now, but Marcelo will get the better of him. And again, a lot of men forward for Huber. Means he's only got a couple left at the back. Petenko just waiting for his midfielders just to push on through that. A bit slow to fire off a through ball. Want to put him in an offside position, but he's managed to get past the defenders. Will swing it in as well, just cut out again, very last second. And it looks like Huber, at least for now, will hold off that fourth goal. Will try and charge forward, but again, losing possession as he tries the through ball. It just doesn't work out for him.
Yeah, gets the halfway line, and quickly Daniel Petenko shuts him down and starts another attack of his own as Benzema works it down. That's a good cross. Could get a head on it. Oh, the crossbar. The post. Didn't quite get it down there. That could have been the fourth. And right now, Sebastian Huber is really in all sorts of trouble. Daniel Petenko completely running rings around him in this midfield, in the attack. And again, it's back to Huber. Can he get past the halfway line? No, he can't. He gets shut out. Daniel Petenko very much in control of this match.
Nice little cut out there, but the ball is going to get slotted through, and Pepe, messes it up, tries a little dink with the outside of his right foot. Didn't connect well for him. And that means that Huber has a little bit more of a chance on this top side. Been playing a lot through the middle of the park, which has just not worked out for him. Maybe a bit more space up on this top side as he will thread it through there to Marcelo. Can Ronaldo get the turn? No, he can't. And again, it will come away and give another counter-attack chance here over to Petenko.
Still no shot for Sebastian Huber in this match. Oh, it's a great chip through balls to Ronaldo. He's on his hat-trick. Don't think he's going to be able to pull this one out, or can he? Gets it, wrestles it back, gets a good cross out to a Benzema. Benzema going to chip it back in there. Oh, almost an own goal. Ronaldo trying to get the follow-up, wasn't quite better of it, but Marcelo has quickly regained possession, crosses it back into the middle, and this is beautiful football from Daniel Petenko. Tries to get the final touch, not quite enough, and Sebastian Huber in absolute disarray right now, trying everything he can to try and get it out of his own half, but he is just penned in by Daniel Petenko.
Could easily be 4 or 5 by now. You know, the woodwork saving him a couple of times. Another ball going to come over the top this time, though. Casillas brought out and will be able to collect that one. Actually, a fairly quick throw away, and a foul here in the middle of the park. Running into each other there a little bit, but it will be that free kick for Huber. He's just going to set this one up. What's the plan for him? Short off onto the right-hand side. Modric here with a little bit more time to turn inside. Through ball not gone for there. He's going to stay with Ronaldo and see if he can skip past them. Does manage to play it through. Then over the top, Ronaldo in with a chance. And it was close, but not close enough for him. Ronaldo shouting for the corner, and he will get it.
Yeah, he gets it, and that was, more importantly, the very first shot for Sebastian Huber. It was defended. We are going to see Rodriguez with the corner. Is he going to find his man? No, he isn't. It's going to be a clear header, and now Petenko on the attack, and he's got Ronaldo up against 2. He might be able to skip past 1, but 2 will make it a little trickier. He's going to get support. It's going to be Modric coming up along that wing. He will have Benzema with him now. Overlapping football here. Benzema trying to get the better of him. Oh, it's a great little dummy he's sold out towards there. Oh, Ronaldo going a little early on that one, flinging himself in for the header, but that was quickly cleared out. Now Sebastian Huber on the attack. He's got one on the wing with him. He's going to need that support. Got 3v3 here. This is a good tactic, but again, runs straight into the defenders. And Ronaldo on his hat-trick will just slot it past them. And Daniel Batenko will make it 4-0.
Tough one to swallow there, I think, on the counter-attack. It looked pretty good as well for Huber, but just couldn't finish that one off, and you just can't let Ronaldo, of all players, get into a position like that. He will put it in, and he does it in style as well, off the inside of the post. Hat-trick picked up to bring the scoreline to a surely out of reach 4-0 at this point. Not sure how Huber's going to bring this one back. We've only got 6 minutes or so of in-game time left to be played in this one. Huber maybe have 1 or 2 more attacks in him. See if he can at least get 1 on the board.
Absolutely, he just needs to get anything on the board. That was a nice little footwork. Now he gets it to Benzema, but passes straight to Batenko. And Daniel, at the moment, has full control once again on the attack. Just 5 minutes left in this game. It's another clear through ball. This time it's judged to be offside. Ronaldo thought he had his 4th in the bag there and absolutely would have made it, but we are going to see Sebastian Huber trying to get something in the dying minutes of this game, try and get anything out of it. Of course, Savas is going to be sat watching this. That's going to be the likely opponent. Well, it is the opponent of Daniel Batenko. I can't see 4 goals going in 4 minutes. Crazier things have happened in real life, but I don't think it's going to happen in FIFA right now, as Batenko once again goes on the attack. This is beautiful, overlapping, crossing football. Cross is going to come in deep, not going to be quite caught out. Does manage to get it, wrestle it back. He's just playing with Marcelo right now, but Marcelo not falling for it. Will get the ball back. And now they try and play it out of his own half. Goes forward. He's got one man trying to set out for that through ball. Contrao and Rodriguez trying to play it around, but this is just so well played by Batenko. He doesn't let Sebastian Huber get a free moment.
Oh, and Ronaldo's going to break through completely clear. We'll try and skip past Casillas. And actually, it looks like full time is going to be thrown out there. And a solid victory, really, for Daniel Batenko. Going to put him into the semi-final here of the FIFA Interactive World Cup German Qualifiers. We're playing Savas, who won his quarterfinal 2-0 earlier on. But overall, a very dominant performance, that one.
Yeah, very easy game for him. And, you know, what, 12 minutes into that game, he'd already scored the first. And from then onwards, when he got the immediate double, I think it was, 16 minutes into the game, it was already looking pretty good for Daniel Batenko. But the fact that, you know, Sebastian Huber had 1 shot in that game generally gives it a clear difference in the class of player, I think it's safe to say. So Daniel Batenko will go through. He's going to be playing Savas Destan Oglu. I'm going to try and not butcher his name, but that may well have been what the case is. Savas played a very good Chelsea in the first game, so that's going to be a pretty impressive semi-finals. Of course, that's going to be coming up later on in the day, because up next will be that 3rd quarter-finals. That will be versus Aaron Kaiman versus Jan Zimmerman. And this now, we are on to the tasty portion, I believe, of the bracket that a lot of people said were the clear favourites for this tournament, and they're all up against each other. That's going to be coming after the break. We'll be right back with more FIFA action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Championships here in Germany. We are in Cologne, and of course joining me for this one is Joe Miller. Once again, I am Lee D-Man-Smith, and the third quarterfinals is about to get underway, and of course this is for that challenge of making it to the finals in Munich. $20,000 is on the line, as well as 2 Ballon d'Or tickets. And of course, you guys at home, you can get involved on the social media. Don't forget to follow Twitter at FIWC, and of course the Facebook FIWC, where there's things to be won. You can win games, win FIFA 15 there. I certainly wouldn't mind a couple more copies. Get a couple of signed copies in there. Why not?
Signed copies up for grabs there, so check that out. Also on YouTube as well, FIFA TV. But guys, we are moving into our third quarterfinal now, and this is a big one. The 2 Team Acer players got drawn against each other in the bracket. Of course, will be Jan Zimmerman here taking on Jan Keiman. And Jan Zimmerman actually coming into this one himself with a broken knee, apparently, which caused him a few problems in terms of actually getting here. His manager had to drive down and actually pick him up because he didn't want to risk it with the good old Deutsche Bahn. And certainly I wouldn't either, but looks fit to play here today, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a great through ball.
That's a good through ball in the early stage. Actually, we'll get a corner after just 3 minutes of this one. Let's see if he can pull anyone off. Again, Real Madrid versus Real Madrid in this one as the ball gets swung in there, and it's gonna go in. And it's Benzema with a very, very early goal here, 3.5 minutes into the game, and that is the dream start for Keiman.
Yeah, Keiman starting off very well. They are playing as the Real Madrid in the white up against the Jan Zimmerman, of course, as you say, his teammate playing in the black, and immediately getting one of those headers in there for effectively the home team. I tell a lie, we're the other way around, it seems. Jan Zimmerman is the man that's got himself a goal in the lead, so they're in opposite seats, it seems, starting things off, just to keep us on our toes. And Keiman, though, he's got his work cut out, losing that goal early on, no doubt about it. It's at the third quarterfinals, the lower bracket. Of course, the semi-finals already set in the up top half of the brackets. That's going to be Savas up against Daniel Butenko, who we just saw. But, well, immediately we're going to have possibly a second goal on our hands. An easy goal for Jan Zimmerman as Ronaldo just walks through, puffs out his chest in that celebratory goal. And that was easy.
Far too easy. I mean, if you look at Zimmerman and his accomplishments in FIFA, a very, very decorated player, that's the word that I'm looking for. 3-time ESL Pro Series champion. Comparing that over to his opposite number, obviously an amazing FIFA player, but you know, Keiman only started playing FIFA with FIFA 14, so you know, very, very interesting stuff there. But so far, it's definitely the experienced Zimmerman that has himself a 2-0 lead. Apparently the colours are the wrong way around. So we were right originally. So Keiman is the man that's in the lead. So this is actually a very good start. So we're getting kept on our toes. We were right. We were right to begin with. Right to begin with. Now Jan Zimmerman may get himself on the board, but cannot get the shot through. And Keiman already with a very good lead. This is where Jan Zimmerman needs to get on the scoreboard with a 2-0 deficit already against him. That may well work out in his favour, but fingertip save from Casillas will tip it over for a corner once again. Let's see if he can get a repeat performance. Going to be swung in here by Modric. What can he do with that one? Going to find the head of Benzema, who almost makes it count there. Almost looked like the back of his head, a real glancer there, just slightly over the bar. And, well, my point that I made earlier on about the experience winning out this game is obviously not the case with Keiman. We were tricked into thinking those colours were the other way around, but it is Keiman 2-0 in the lead of this one. He's the one on the break currently on that top side, but well defended. Kept in there as well. And they're going to play this top side. Hernandez going to be charging along the line. We'll just cut inside, give it back to Contrao. We'll feed through Bale. Can they send Ronaldo through? No, it's cut out by Keiman, who himself now has a bit of a chance, tries the chip over the top, but nicely defended.
Well, that through ball worked out so well for him in the second goal. Can't question Keiman's chance at trying to make it work out again. Jan Zimmerman still trying to work something down his flank, but it's not going to work out. Cut out well by Keiman. And Keiman playing the ball around the back four. Just going to pass it back and forward, keeping that possession, keeping that control. He's already got 2 goals on the board. He just needs to keep a hold of it. and play a little bit more safe here. That's not playing safe. Benzema sloppily gives the ball away. Now in the possession of Ronaldo. Jan Zimmerman trying to push forward, but he's trying to push through 4 players. You just can't do that. I know Ronaldo's good, but you can't run through 4 defenders.
No, and he'll actually lose him the ball here. Nice quick switch there up onto that top side with Martello. And all the way back as well. And really keeping possession nicely. No rush at all for Ayhan Kayman. 2-0 in the lead. With just 15 minutes on the board, he had that lead to his name as well. Certainly plenty of time to keep a hold of that one. Trying to rush through here with Bale on that bottom side. Will actually sell the fakes nicely. Skips past 2 and a third there, and he's got a slot just wide of the post. Brilliant individual work there with Gareth Bale, but not enough to make it 3.
Well, as I just said a moment ago, you can't run through 4 defenders, but well, Kayman nearly just did that with Gareth Bale, just using that fancy footwork, the skill play, up close and personal, like punching in a phone box. I feel is the playing in a phone box, who knows? But as it stands, Kayman clearly in control of this matchup right now. The fact that he's got those 2 goals in the lead, he's just keeping his possession football, goes for a long-range effort there. A little adventurous. That's going to give the ball quickly back to Jan Zimmerman. You wouldn't expect Casillas to let those sort of shots in.
Not today, but we've seen a lot of things that we've not expected, I think, so far, as that ball just going to run a little bit too far for Ronaldo to get on the end of. And Kayman will be back in possession. Playing a very wide game here, switching sides as often as he possibly can, but will lose it there as he tries to slot it on through. That gives now Zimmerman a chance here with Gareth Bale. He'll knock it back to Hernandez, and they lose the ball once again in the midfield, so it's Kayman now with a push. Nice challenge though on the halfway point, and it's back with Zimmerman.
Yeah, Zimmerman on the attack, but the clock is running. We're closing in on half-time, and he needs to try and get something here to try and give him a lift of confidence, because as it stands, he is down and out in this matchup. Ayhan Kayman already doing very well, and again, possession football working out well from him. Good defensive work outside the box there, and look at this, just holding the ball up, waiting for the rest of the players to join him. Passes it back to Gareth Bale, who's already had a great bit of success with. Going to try Ronaldo, on the wing, who's, well, he scored 2, so he's had a great success, that's for sure. And again, skills being shown here as he dances, weaves in towards the box. Can he get back in there? No, Marcelo will cut him out as he tries a little bit too much fancy footwork, but retains possession.
And that's the key here for Kayman. 2-0 up, approaching that halfway point. Run that clock as much as you possibly can. He's with Benzema there on the corner flag. Will cut back inside and manages to feed it through to Ronaldo. Tries to cut it across the face of goal, but that's cut out here, and Ronaldo now for Zimmerman on the break. Modric will feed it through on that left-hand side to Benzema. Can he put Ronaldo through on goal here? He's going to cut inside and needs to beat at least one more man, which he doesn't do. And that will be back over to Kayman with half-time pending.
You could see what he was trying to do. He desperately wanted to get that through ball, but good defensive work from Ayhan Kayman. This time around is Benzema. Oh, fancy little twist turn. Can't get the right side of the keeper, but it doesn't matter. Could go for the shot, but offside there. I mean, offside and half-time as well. As I say, he was pretty much on the goal line, so you can't get much more offside than that unless you're Gary Lineker. But as it stands, we are back once again. Second half, Ayhan Kayman with a clear, commanding 2-0 lead in the first half. That first goal coming just 3.5 minutes into this game. Let's see if Jan Zimmerman can do something similar in the second half as they run into each other effectively, but they get themselves a throw-in.
Yeah, that wasn't particularly ideal for them. They get the throw-in nonetheless and still holding possession here. Here's Zimmerman. Can he put it through? We'll get to Ronaldo, but nicely cut out. It does ricochet back into Zimmerman's possession, but Kayman brings out Casillas. He slides in there, picks up a safe ball, which he's going to dispatch onto this left wing. Marcelo there with Rodriguez and Modric, and you can see playing the safe game here, playing that possession game and running the clock down. 50 minutes of this game already done. And Kayman holds that 2-0 lead, and frustrating to play against his style, that possession game, but he's going to try for a third goal here as he knocks it on forward. Will it fall through? No, it doesn't. Ronaldo almost getting on the end of that one, but in the end, it is Zimmerman that is now back onto the attack. Let's see if he can get his first goal on the board.
He's going to try something. He's going to have to try and get it fast up that wing, which is exactly what he's trying to do. He's using Benzema for that, along with Marcelo, trying to double up on the wing, but it's not really working. You can see Kaiman doing good defensive work here, but he's managed to get Ronaldo through. Oh, he's going to have a chance of shot. He's got himself his goal. Finally gets on the board, and that's going to give a glimmer of hope to Jan Zimmerman here as he works his way back into it. 2-1. They're still trailing, but he's back in the game.
And all of a sudden, that possession game, that clock that you've run down, not quite as safe anymore. One little mistake, and a player like Zimmerman's going to make you pay for it. Stern look there from Casillas. Little bit of a smirk as well, you know. All right, still 2-1. We've still got the lead here. We'll see, though, if that lasts for them. 56 minutes gone, and that is a long ball forward. It's fallen to Ronaldo, and he's going to knock it straight on through. Actually, it was Gareth Bale in the end that got on the end of it, and that will be a real blow to Zimmerman. Puts one in there. You can see absolutely gutted after thinking he may be on the comeback in this game, getting his first one on the board, and an instant reply from Kaiman. Direct as they come, really, right into the box. Bale on the end of it. Just slots it past Casillas.
Yeah, reminiscent of goal number 2 there that Ronaldo scored for Kaiman. Just overhead through ball, completely cutting out that defence. And, well, it's just a simple tap-in the end, no doubt about it. So, we're getting some changes here. It's going to be Kaiman that's actually making them. Looks like we will see Zimmerman making a couple, but actually, fitness issues isn't too much of a problem for Kaiman. We're going to see Cruz going on for... No, he's going to stick around, didn't change any around. Actually, Cruz still stayed there, but he just shuffled positions, actually. I think that's all he was doing. Is he going to change Ramos around? No, not going to leave any. He's just going to switch them around. Okay, a couple of attacking runs for them. So
changing style there a little bit, actually, making sure that 2-3 of his players aren't pushing too far forward when they're on the attack. Should keep him a little safer yet. Don't want to risk anything with this 3-1 lead. I mean, we're still only at 60 minutes in game on this one. That's certainly a bit of a foul there, and that will give a tasty position here for Marcelo to whip one in the box as Zimmerman looks for his second of the game. Let's see what the delivery is like. Will come across. Who's going to get on the end of it? It's nicely held there by Kaiman, and now he's the one that's going to be able to push out with Ronaldo on that top side. Who is he going to give this one off to? He's got one man running up top side, but Ronaldo going this one alone. Didn't want to pass their offside position and keeps going for this. He's beaten 2-3 men already. He's going to try and beat a fourth, and he will beat Marcelo. Still going here into the middle of the box. Can he make it 4? No. Cut out last second, but that was scary stuff there for Zimmerman. Ronaldo running rings around him.
Some very fancy footwork from Aaron Kaiman, no doubt about it. He is just keeping Zimmerman on his toes, doesn't know whether to go left or right in his defensive play, and then can just play clean defensive footwork as well at the back. Short passing, nicely done. Possession football once again from Aaron Kaiman. Just that one slip up, that's all it's been, where Jan Zimmerman managed to get himself through, but with a 3-1 lead and just 23 minutes to go in this game, we're going to see some changes. This absolutely has to change. Maybe Zimmerman is going to try 4-2-4. He's going to go 4-3-3 here, it seems. Try and push forward. He's going to keep Bale on the wing. He's going to switch in with Benzema. So Bale on the right wing, Benzema on the left wing, and keeping with Ronaldo in the middle. That looks like all these changes he's going to do. You can see he's ready to go. It seems that Kaiman didn't want to do any changes either, so it is very much Zimmerman trying to get himself back into this game. But the way that Kaiman is playing, this is a very hard task from midfield. He does win the ball back at the back. Let's see what he can do with it.
He needs one pretty much now, I think, if he's going to be able to pull this one back to 3-3. We'll work there with Benzema on the bottom side. We'll shift things off, but the pass a little short. Did manage to get Marcelo there just in time to keep possession. And now it will get thread through once again to Benzema on the bottom side. Can he actually get the cross in here? He will whip it through, but no one to get on the end of it. Does manage to retain control, though, outside of the box, so should be able to get in for a second attack.
Yeah, you're going to see if he can get through there. He has to try and thread a ball through. Does manage to get it in there, but he's just not getting the shot off. Quite close enough. Ooh. That's going to be an easy save. Jan Zimmerman will get himself a corner from that one, but Casillas was the better of it. on that shot, and he's just trying to get a little bit closer to get it past Casillas, just try something special. Now, a header was scored. That was the first one of the half, and that was in 3 minutes, but he's not going to get ahead of the keeper this time. Casillas had the better of him, and Aaron Keiman will keep that 3-1 lead.
And I'm sure not happy about the pressure that he's under here, but again, just going to try and keep possession as close to his own corner flag as possible. We'll just throw the ball around in the defense. Now he's finally broken out here. The through ball will catch Ronaldo. The question is, can he beat Ramos here to go one-on-one with Casillas? He's going to run right to the touchline, and he will in the end be knocked away by Marcelo. That's a corner here for Keiman. Let's see if he can make it 4, as that's going to get thrown in there on the edge of the box here for Toni Kroos. And Ronaldo, well, we've already seen what Keiman could do with him. There is the through ball. Can he get? Oh, no man able to get on the end of that one. Was a bit early in moving in for the header. Well, he's kept possession crucially here with Bale now on that left-hand side. Will lose it in the end and actually gives a throw-in away here to Zimmerman.
Yeah, a little nudge in the back there, managed to force him off, but we're at the 81st minute already, and 2 goals are required for Keiman. Last-ditch effort, 4-2-4, throw everything forward, get Ronaldo and Benzema in that box, I think it is, or is he going to keep him on the wing? He's going to keep Benzema on the wing, he's going to keep Bale in the box. Well, he's got that height. Maybe it'll work out for him. The height and speed is maybe what he requires, and we're already seeing some counters to that by Keiman. Keiman keeping it defensive, keeping it tight. It's been working out well for him throughout this matchup so far, but Jan Zimmerman now in that 4-2-4 formation has to try and lump it up as close as he can, but it's already been cut out. Keiman on the attack here. This could be devastating.
Oh, knocking it back there to Ronaldo. Certainly going to look to keep a hold of the ball. Does find Benzema on the top side. He's going to twist and turn and try and get in for the cross. Does get himself a throw in though. Where is that going to go? Looking to just drop it into the feet of Toni Kroos. And there is Modric. Back out to Hernandez. Will he look for a shot here? No, he won't. They're going to keep possession of the ball. Hernandez dashing down towards the corner flag, and that clock ticking away. 86 minutes now as he puts in the cross. And there's a foul. There's the penalty coming in for Keiman. Zimmerman knew he had to stop him somehow. Well, in the end, it will gift the penalty over. It's Ronaldo that goes down, almost knees himself in the side of the head on his way. But he's looking for another one here as he steps up against Casillas.
Let's see if he can do it. It's a tricky penalty. He's dodging and weaving. He's going to save it. Now he needs to get the ball out. He needs to get that up as far as he can and as fast as he can, but it's already going to get cut out. Now he's on the attack. Zimmerman really needs to get moving with his players, but they're not going quick enough. 88 minutes ticking down, 89 minutes. That clock is going to give about 5 minutes extra time at most. And this is looking like Keiman may well have this one in the bag, despite missing out. That's going to be miles offside. And now Zimmerman, he's only down to overtime.
What can they do? 5 minutes, you called that one right. And there is a bit of a through ball. Benzema will knock it forward, but again, not far enough up there. And it's cleared out by Keiman. He's going to go back to great passing game that we've seen from him the entirety of this match, buying himself even more time until this one eventually runs out. We'll knock it straight upfield there. Casillas will collect that one. He's going to have to just hoof that thing back up and see if he can actually catch anyone out. He's not going to be able to here. Marcelo down in his own corner will run out the end of the clock. And there it is. Victory coming in for Aaron Keiman. A convincing win after a very, very early lead was taken for him. Really big victory for him there over probably one of the favourites for this tournament as well. As I mentioned before, ESL Pro Series champion 3 times as Zimmerman, and really fantastic performance out of Keiman.
Yeah, made it look easy as well. That's the scary thing for everyone else, certainly watching that one. Keiman absolutely dominant. 3.5 minutes first goal header, and then there's 2 overhead through balls for Ronaldo. Easy slot. It's actually Bale, got the third one of the match. But dominant stuff for Keiman. So no doubt about it, he's going to be moving through to the semi-finals, but who will he be facing? Coming up next, it's going to be quarterfinal number 4. That will be Kevin Asaya versus Mirza Yahic. I'm going to try and get his pronunciation right on him. That will be coming up after the break, ladies and gentlemen. This is the FIFA Interactive World Cup here in Cologne, Germany. We'll be back after the break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Cologne, Germany. This is for a place at the Grand Finals, which will be taking place in Munich for $20,000. And, of course, a trip for two to FIFA Ballon d'Or. On your screens is Mirza Yahic and Kevin Asaya, and this is the final quarterfinals. Joining me for this match, of course, will be Joe Miller once again, and I am Lee Man Smith.
Yeah, we've got two heavyweights here, I think we can safely say, of the German FIFA scene. If you look at Kevin Asaya, 2013 Virtuelle Bundesliga winner, and on the other side, Mirza Yahic, the winner in 2014. So really two very, very good players here. Funny fact, Yahic, as the winner of the VBL, did get the slot here for these German qualifiers, despite actually being from Switzerland. So
yeah, this is the match actually, once the draw happened, that everybody was just like, ooh. As soon as they knew the last one, they were like, they're going to play each other. This is the one a lot of people wanted to watch. We'll see how it works out. Mirza Yahic, you can see, playing as the white Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Kevin Asaya is playing as the pink Real Madrid. It's the beautiful third kit, as opposed to the black one, which we've seen a number of times already. But here we go. Kevin Asaya is on the break already, trying to get it down that wing, but instead he's going to get cut out pretty easily by Mirza Yahic.
Not back there. Got a bit of a soft spot as well, I have to say, for Asaya after he won the VBL with my beloved Hamburg back in 2013.
I mean, that's a challenge.
Yeah, that is a challenge. And they're certainly not good enough to put him against Real Madrid here for today, that's for sure. And there we see Yahic on the attack. Will thread it actually nicely into the middle there. Ronaldo having a bit of a try, and I think ricocheting off one of the defenders there. Yeah, will in fact be a corner. It's going to be taken quickly here, though, to the feet of Bale, who will swing it in there. Oh, a bit of a mistake there from the defenders, but Casillas, luckily for them, had it covered. And you can see the passing percentages there, 97 to 66. Asaya not had much possession, but that he has had not been too effective for him so far. But he is on the break here on that top side, and almost outdone himself there, I think.
Yeah, sold himself a dummy, I think, there, absolutely. Yahic going for the through ball, almost threaded it through as well. It was Ronaldo who was going to try and get on the end of it, but it's going to get cut out. Kevin Asaya back in his own half, trying to work his way out of this one and trying some fairly reckless passes to get out of there. Now he could see a shot coming towards him. That will get saved out by Casillas. And this is still tricky stuff for Asaya, struggling to get out of his own box at the moment. Yahic absolutely has him pinned in, but now we're going to see a bit of a counter-attack starting to build up here down the wing. Slow and steady, it seems, as he tries some fancy footwork, but Yahic, you can see, he's keeping a very solid five-man defensive back line. That's not going to get threaded through. Benzema won't come out on top of that one. And that would be Yahic once again on the attack.
What can he do with it, though, this time around? We'll give it off to Bale. Cuts inside. He's got a lot of space down on this bottom side to actually get through here. Can he get the cross in? That's solid play by Marcello, coming in, using his strength to bully himself the ball back. And now Asaya on the push again, though. A pass cut out for him. He does manage to get Bale through, and now we'll give the ball to Ronaldo, who himself will head down to this bottom side. Needs to be careful of that offside. And Ronaldo pushed off the ball there. We'll come back to Casillas, who playing a dangerous game there. Doesn't make the mistake, though. And it is Yahic who maintains control, switching flanks as he gives it off to Marcello. Nice long pass as well onto Modric on that top side. He's going to have a couple of options for himself here as well. We'll actually decide to play it back, but possession, the name of the game so far for Yahic, doing a splendid job of it so far.
Yeah, some very clean passing, and again threads it down, gets the cross in there. This time will not quite get the better of the defender. And Kevin Asaya fending him off once again and seeing if he can build an attack of his own as they slowly work the way down the left-hand side of the pitch. Does get a quick through ball, straight back to Benzema. Benzema can get a cross in here, but not quick enough. Will get blocked off. It's Cavallo working very well for him. But he's managed to get on towards the box. That's tricky play. Ronaldo threw himself down, but it was not a penalty for him, more importantly. But it's getting close. Will get the cross in. That should get cleaned out. Should. This could go for a long shot here. Marcelo will try it. Oh, it's in! I think that came off the defender. I don't know. the keeper completely sold. I'm pretty sure
I thought
that
it was a
bounced off the
mile wide,
defender.
that one, but
I'm absolutely certain. Yeah, I don't know whether it clipped him. I think he just curled in the corner. The Casillas didn't even see it coming. Look, absolutely no vision of it. And well, threaded through 4 players. Marcelo with the long shot just curves it into the back of the net. And now, despite the run of the play,
goalkeeper mistake there. Looks at the ball, thinks that one's going wide. It curls last second on the bounce, and he just watches it go into his own bottom corner. And that will put Asaya 1-0 in the lead, despite having less of the percentage of possession. You see there the differences. I don't know exactly. Well,
he scored a goal. We'll let him off. I'm not sure what he was doing.
That is definitely true here, and it was a fantastic effort as well. Well, outside the box, and now he's once again on the attack here with Bale running onto that bottom side. We'll thread it back in though to Ronaldo. Let's see how many men he can get past. The answer this time around is none, unfortunately, for Asaya. And now he's going to have to do some defending of himself because the push is on for Jahic. He'll thread it through there onto Modric on the top side, tries to get it through to Ronaldo, but again, Casillas out quick enough to collect.
Oh, well, Jahic absolutely has had the better possession, no doubt about it. Kevin Asaya has stepped it up in the second portion of the first half here. And now as we close in on half-time, it's Kevin Asaya that holds that 1-0 lead. Jahic, though, on the attack once again. That's a good through ball, but it once again cut out by the defensive line of Kevin Asaya. And now, as he works his way down the wing, slow play, no doubt about it. Kevin Asaya worked it a lot slower, lot shorter passing style as well than Jahic. Jahic trying those fancy through balls that often are working out here. He could get a clean cross down the side, will manage to get the better of him, won't get the cross in. No, that was well defended, but it's going to be a corner at the last dying seconds of the first half.
Played short here as well. He's going to get put in there. Actually, not back to Modric, who will finally swing that one in. He will get a connection, but Casillas able to hold on to it. And with just those 2 minutes of stoppage time, this one will be over quickly, and there is the end of the first half. Possibly the closest game that we've seen up until now, 1-0 at the half-time point. It looks like both players not messing around, no changes for either of them. We're going to get straight into the second 45 minutes. Not sure what happened there with the midfielder. He basically collapsed under his own weight there. And that will put Asaya through on goal, but managing to hold on there did Jahic, who's looking to equalise in this one now, moving forward with Ronaldo. Off to Benzema. Marcelo now from the back, nice little lob over the top. Benzema will control it nicely. He's got 2 men inside of the box, but he will fall over and didn't manage to get the cross in.
Kevin Asaya on the attack once again. Since scoring that goal, he really has retained possession very well and certainly started to look the stronger of the 2 players so far. Jahic really needs to try and get back into this one. The 2014 VBL winner just holding Kevin Asaya off once again there. And that will be a free kick with 40 minutes on the clock. He really needs to get something working here. Close play around the box, his own defensive half. But Kevin definitely starting to apply the pressure to him.
Certainly is, and Jahic still trying to keep it that slow style that he kicked off the first half with. Worked out for him as well at the start. He was the one certainly looking like he was dominating until that fantastic Marcelo effort as the ball does go through. It's going to be Bale on the top side, held by Casillas, though parried away, but he's lost it in his own box. Luckily for him, there was a foul there, and Casillas will be happy with that pressure gone. It looks like he's just going to pass this off short range. Keep a hold of possession on that backside. Oh, he's lost it though. That was a mistake here from Asaya. Will he be punished though? Ball into the middle. Ronaldo comes around, slots it on home. And we're all tied up here, 1 apiece. As we start off this second half. Thrilling game so far. And it was the mistake again. Most of these goals that we're seeing today have come from mistakes. Said that Marcelo effort earlier, which was just an absolute blinder of a goal. Well, that was an Asaya mistake that's let Jahic back into this game. And don't forget, guys, they played just the 1 single game, 12 minutes, 6 minutes each way. If we're tied up at 90, we will go into extra time and penalties if needed. And so far, this one has been the closest of those quarterfinals that we've seen. We will be moving on to the semi-finals next up. with the grand final coming a little bit later on. But for now, it's Jajic here on the attack.
Yeah, this is what we expected, a much closer game between the two 2013 VBL champion Kevin Asaya and the 2014 VBL current champion Mirza Jajic, who has managed to work his way back into this game. Looked solid at the start, but that's a great through ball. He may well get on the end of this one. Oh, good defensive work, just about close defensive work. Kevin Asaya couldn't quite get a foot on the ball there, as Jajic desperately clings on to this draw that he's managed to claw his way back into through the mistake of Kevin Asaya in this second half. And you saw it on his face as soon as that goal went in. It's just the face palm straight away. Knew what he'd done, knew it was his own error that had led to that goal, and needs to just try and put that out of his mind right now, because we are all square. Reset that clock. 25 minutes to go in this game, and just one goal would be all it would be required to separate these two teams. Kevin Asaya on the attack. He needs support here. He's going for a long-range effort with Ronaldo. You're not really going to beat Casillas from that range, but then again, I'd have said that one before
that Marcelo goal, which Casillas just watched trickle into his bottom corner. This one, though, remains all square. 68 minutes on the clock as the goal kick comes out there from Asaya. Sorry, from Jajic. Asaya now, though, with possession after the fact. We'll have Bale here. What are they going to do with it? Bit of sloppy play. Does manage, though, to get it on through to Ronaldo. Knocks it off the side there to Benzema. Nice little challenge, though, from Isco. Will keep that defense strong, and now a break could be on, but again, a sloppy pass. Looking for the through ball to Ronaldo. Not working out for Jajic. And we're 72 minutes into this one already. No sign of a goal from either side to break this deadlock, as we see a slide in there. Last-ditch attempt to keep the ball in. Goes over the line, though, for a goal kick here for Jajic.
Just 15 minutes on regular time here for both of these players to try and get themselves through to that semi-finals. Waiting for them will be Aaron Kamen. He is standing by watching this match, seeing what his opposition will be. That's a good cross, but not quite leveled there. Kevin Asaya tried something fancy, but now the counter-attack is on. Jajic, he's pushing forward, but he's not got the numbers. He's only got two members in there, and Kevin Asaya will beat that one away quite cleanly. Now on a counter-attack of his own. That's a good through ball. The goalkeeper's coming deep for this one. Casillas will collect that one, and Jajic needs to reset himself and go back on the attack. Just 10 minutes to go in this regular time, Joe.
Very close game so far. As we see a break here possibly for Jajic. Benzema down on the bottom side. It was a little bit of a knock there, I think, before Benzema got onto the ball. May have been blown for in other games. Not this one, though. And it means that Asaya now is on the break on the top side of the pitch here with Benzema himself, but that will run away from him. Goes out for the throw in here. So Jajic gets another chance. 82 minutes gone. Getting closer here to that full-time whistle. If we're all tied up, we'll be headed to extra time. But let's find out, first of all, if either of these players can break that deadlock. There's a mistake from Marcelo on the bottom side. It'll leave Ronaldo here pretty much alone, and he couldn't quite get it back to Bale. And that will reset us once again. Back and forth. Certainly not the cleanest that either of these two players have ever played, I'm sure. But there's a ball over the top that's going to set Bale free.
That was a beautiful through ball as well. Big, long, reaching shot. Try and get the cross in. He's got 5 minutes left on the clock. If he could score now, it would absolutely put your opponent dead and buried out of this game. Now, Kevin Asaya running down the wing. Oh, had to hold the line there. Would have been caught offside. Instead, he's going to try and bring it through using numbers, trying to work his way through that final second half of the match. Not going to work out for him. He's going to be slowly working it through, but you got to feel Jajic has the defensive numbers to cover this one off. Oh, he's made a mistake. Trying to get around, not going to work out for him. Jajic will get the clearance. The counter-attack, this could be crucial. Just 3 minutes extra time left in regular time.
Amazing ending to this one. We are going to see Asaya, though, getting back possession and trying to play that emptier top side of the pitch. We'll knock it back here. Modric now in possession for Asaya. Is he going to go for a long-range effort? He tries to feed it through, almost got the ball back there, and that will be the full-time whistle. We're going into extra time for the first time here today.
Yeah, you can tell. We knew this one was going to be a close game, ladies and gentlemen. This, the 2013 VBL champion up against the 2014 champion. Absolutely was the quarterfinals to watch. And well, it's certainly living up to that name. Very tight football between these two. No crazy tactics either. Let's see if we're going to have a switch around. We're going to have a substitution here. Didn't see who got taken off. Benzema got taken off there. I think it was also Cruz taken off for... So Cruz taken off for Kevin Asaya. Jesse brought on. Modric also brought on for Benzema. That's Kevin Asaya's side, I believe. And the opposite substitutions, which is tricky to follow, is Quadrao coming on for Yajic, I believe. And then also, I believe we saw Benzema going off. Oh, it was Quadrao that got brought off for Cruz. Tricky to keep up with,
hard
that's
to
for
figure
sure.
out if we, if when they're flicking through those subs as quickly as they are. Yeah, either way, it's Asaya in extra time. That's got the early possession, looking to break through that back line. You can see it's pretty solid at this stage from Yajic, who will win possession there on the edge of his box. Will manage to get it through there as well. Tries a chip over the top. Will he get possession on that backside? He won't. And that means that Asaya now back in on his own, but he loses it again on this top side. The question is, can Modric actually get the ball across? He will get it in there. Can he find a head? He doesn't. The defender clearing that one away. And these first few minutes of extra time just showing how close this game's been. He tries to get it through to Ronaldo. Last-ditch save there from Asaya. And I'm sure breathing a sigh of relief after that one. Very, very close
This game
to being the 2-1.
It's opening wide now as both these players desperately stretch for that goal. 100th minute of the game now as they keep on pushing towards that extra time. Time is running out already. Penalties are maybe beckoning with just 20 minutes left on the clock. 5 minutes of this first half. It's Yajic that's been all over this first half of extra time. Kevin Asaya, can he build something with this attack? No, quickly cut out by Yajic once again. Holds the line, tries to go for that through ball. Not really going to work that one out. Now the counter-attack not going to work out either for Asaya, as both these teams start playing some very fast and loose balls as they desperately try and chase something. Just a minute left of this extra time first half. Yajic currently certainly been retaining a lot better possession, but as we saw in the first half, Kevin Asaya, he can strike from long range.
Well, he try it again here. It's Bale at the moment that's got the ball. Feed it out onto the side. Fernandes tries to get it over the top
Offside.
there. I think that will be the end of this first half of extra time. And just 15 in-game minutes away from a possible penalty shootout. And to be honest, the way this one's gone, been so incredibly close throughout, it certainly wouldn't surprise me to see it come down to the spot kicks, but who knows? Surprise might be just around the corner here. Yajic currently got the ball here with Quadrao in the midfield. We'll play it up onto that top side. That's Bale to set free there as well. In fact, we'll chip it over the top, and Bale is able to get that one under control. He's got two men to beat, though. Does get the ball into the box. Who gets on top of it? He will manage to get in there. And we can see exactly what that means to Yajic picking up the goal. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And it was a fantastic header as well. Brilliant cross after beating the two men. And Casillas, well, he was completely out of order, I think, for that one. No way to stop it.
Well, you've got to
close in, and 2-1 here. This is now do or die for Asaya.
You got to question the defender there. He was ahead of the player. Should have won that header, but as it was, it's now, well, Yajic. Can he make it through? Kevin Asaya is throwing everything at this one. He's going with the standard. 4-2-4. It's something we've seen so regularly here. Just switching things around, just trying to throw everything forward. 10 minutes left in this matchup. Kevin Asaya has to try everything here or he's going out of the tournament. Well, wins himself a free kick. That's not a bad way of going about it, Marcello. Let's see what he can do with this one. He's going to lump it in. Route 1 style. Not going to work out for him. And now Yajic, he could counter.
All or nothing maybe here for Asaya. We'll play it back with that clock ticking away from him. We'll lose possession again. Actually, I think there was an offside actually in there somewhere, which gives the ball back over to Yajic, who will be feeling like he's got all the time in the world now with that one-goal lead. Moving to the closure of this second half of extra time. Playing the game well at this stage, and he's going to put it over the top once again. Maybe a little bit ambitious. He's managed to get Ronaldo onto the end of it, though. And I think that Ronaldo actually knocking that one out himself in the end will give a goal kick back over to Jajic. He's going to boot it upfield.
Just 5 minutes left in this game, and Asaya does not have the ball. Jajic just needs to keep possession of that. It's a little loose on the possession, that's for sure. Don't want to be heading it into the path of certainly your opponent. Will keep a hold of this one, though. Now he's going to keep the ball. Just 3 minutes left. Kevin Asaya needs to get the ball. You can't shoot when you don't have the damn ball, and at the moment, Jajic is starting to run rings around him. Marcelo down the wing. He's got support. He's got 2 in the box. If he can get the cross in here, this could make it 3. Just try and work it back in. The rest of the team comes in support. Jajic just retains possession. Well done there. Keeps the clock running. And this will be Jajic going through to the semi-finals. He's going to be facing Aaron Kaiman. That will be the second semi-finals. But this really has been a beautiful quarterfinals.
One last chance here. One last-ditch effort, surely, for Asaya. Can he play this one through? He's got Ronaldo on the ball. Will knock it over to the bottom side, but he can't get on it. And that will be the end of that one. 2-1. It's Mirza Jajic who goes through into the semi-final to play Kaiman, who we saw beating his teammate from Team Acer 3-1 a little earlier on in the day. But the game so far to watch, really close one, coming down to extra time. Fantastic match.
Yeah, very close defensive work, great attacking work, and clearly a tense match between these two players. They knew the stakes were up for grabs, and you know, when you're looking at these honestly favourites for the tournament so far, although I feel that Aaron Kaiman may have something to say about that with his 3-1 victory, close to 4-1 in the end there, but fantastic stuff overall. Now, of course, moving on to the semi-finals, we're going to see now who separates the men from the boys, that's for sure. Savas versus Daniel is the first semi-final, and of course Aaron Kaiman, who we saw dispatching of Jan Zimmerman in considerable style 3-1, now going to be facing up against Mirza Jajic, who just managed to go 2-1 up there against Kevin Asaya. What a fantastic first few quarterfinals there. Just 3 matches to go, Joe, and we're at the final.
Yeah, this is where it gets really, really interesting. There's the bracket for you. As we just mentioned, Savas versus Daniel on the top side, Aaron versus Mirza on the bottom. You look at the bracket, and these last couple of games say maybe that bottom side of the bracket is certainly the one to watch, but let's not count these guys up out in the top side. Butenko 4-0 against Huber a little bit earlier on. They've still got something to say in this tournament.
Absolutely. It has been fantastic so far, ladies and gentlemen. The semi-finals will be coming up shortly. We're going to have to take ourselves a short break here while the players get themselves rearranged and get in position for this tense semi-finals. This is the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Germany. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Germany. It is Cologne, and of course, joining me as ever is Joe Miller. Alongside me, I am Lee D-Man Smith, and $20,000 is on the line and 2 Ballon d'Or tickets, and now we're into the semi-finals. It's suddenly becoming a reality for these players that they actually may well make it.
Yeah, indeed. Our first semi-final of this one is going to be Savas versus Daniel, and well, Savas playing Chelsea once again. He brought it out in his quarter-final game against Demis Durante and won that one 2-0. But he's up against Daniel Butenko, playing Real Madrid for a second time. He beat Huber 4-0, and there is a through ball that's going to get cut out in the last second by Marcelo. And already a bright little start here for Savas. Let's see what he can do with this one. Got space on the bottom side for Willian, who's going to skip past Marcelo, or is he? He is going to manage to get past him there. We'll slot it through. There's a lot of space in the middle. Casillas will hold on to it, but it's messy defending. It's broke onto the top side, but again, last second clearance. Fabregas will try and get it back in there. A turn from Hazard. He hits the bar. Close stuff there. Savas almost taking an early lead.
Well, very, very good start from Savas here, and Butenko, who himself scored a very early goal in the quarterfinals against Sebastian Huber on the defensive work there. Really well start from Savas here. Absolutely fantastic stuff. He's on the attack once again, and let's remember, go back to that quarterfinals, the short passing possession game that Savas played did not give his opponent a chance, but Daniel Butenko, he only had one shot against him. He's not really had a chance to work his defensive play because Sebastian Huber didn't get close to taking a shot. Again, Savas on the attack, gets it into the box. Daniel Butenko trying his best to just get out of his own half.
And he's going to do well here with it. Maybe, possibly, we'll see. Hernandez will come forward. Ronaldo getting a little bit eager and moving into an offside position meant he had no options, but the ball will finally break over the top, and I think he's let that run there. There was no final touch onto it. It rolls out for the goal kick here for Savas to boot up to the halfway point. Will drop here though for Ronaldo. He's got at least 2 men to beat here though if he's going to go through and goal. Instead tries to feed Benzema on that bottom side, but he's lost possession. The ball is going to run out of touch there. It was Willian just trying to get in with the slide to keep a hold of that one. But Butenko now back with the ball, playing some tight football on that bottom side with Marcelo and Benzema will try and feed it through and succeeds. A little 1-2 there, but again, bullied off the ball. And so far, Willian been strong for Savas on this right-hand side. Well, that's going to break here for Hernandez. He's got the space. He's going to chip it over the middle. And he's going to get onto the end of it. It's Ronaldo that once again comes out big here for Butenko. I can see Savas, a quick shake of the head there. He had that early chance, had the early aggression, but loses out. And that is going to be a fantastic finish. Once again, Ronaldo coming up big, proving why a lot of people play in Real Madrid.
Yeah, that cross was just spectacular, and 2 defenders split apart, trying to hold him off. But Savas finds himself 1-0 down against Daniel Butenko here, despite really a fantastic start for Savas, no doubt about it, but you can't count Daniel Butenko out. He scored 2 very fast through goals, overhead through goals more importantly, in his quarterfinals, and we're seeing it once again here. Savas tries his heart out to defend off this crazy attack from Daniel Butenko once again. Steps magically through into the box, but he will get blocked off. Now he's going to have to try and go on the counter himself. Savas tries to work it down the wing. He has got the support of players as well. He could try and make a bit of a quicker play here, but Remy was caught out. Now Benzema dispatched pretty aggressively by Fabregas there, no doubt about it. Felipe will manage to get himself back on that one, but again, Daniel Butenko really is starting to get control of this game. Savas, it's just a wrestling match in that midfield right now, but I feel that Butenko at the moment is starting to get the better of him. 1-0 up already, and again, starting to play fast, fluid football.
And he's here with Ronaldo, trying to get a few more men up there. He's going to manage to slot this one through, and Ronaldo almost in the clear from this one. Tried to get it across, but wasn't quite able to get the power on it that it needed. And the defenders get it away, but he's still Butenko here in possession. Will try again to lob it through, and once again he will find Ronaldo. Tries for a fine angle there. Nicely saved, though, by Savas. It's a corner here. Is Modric going to pass it off short to Bale, who will try and get it in, but deflects off one of the defenders' heads there. Now, I mean, he gets a second pop at it. Again, it's played short to Bale, who again will whip it in, and it's almost put in his own goal there by Savas. Was a little lucky that it runs wide. The third corner, one after the other. Pressure definitely on here for Botenko, but he's lost the ball now. And Chelsea on the break. What can Savas do? This top side pretty empty for him. He's slow slide in there. He's going to make sure that one man is out of this defensive position as the ball is threaded once again through. Remy going to collect it here in the middle of the park with Fabregas now coming up from the bottom side, trying to play the possession game to get through, and just a slight misstep will mean that Ronaldo's now on the break.
Yeah, now he's going to try and counter him. He's got men backing him up on the left and the right wing. It's going to be the left wing he goes for instead. Now tries to another little skip through ball, but that was quickly cut out, and again reacted to, tries a little back heel, but offside was given to Ronaldo there, and Savas will get himself a free kick. Just 40 minutes gone into this game, still only the one goal separating the two, and we've already seen comebacks possible in the previous quarterfinals. Let's see if Savas can work his way back into this one, but Daniel Botenko is really starting to hit his stride here, and he's cutting out every second ball that Savas tries to play. And again, tries that overhead through ball, gets it down to the wing, but Benzema this time up against two, can't wrestle it back, but he does. He gets back control, tries another through ball that lands at the feet of Ronaldo, but this time Savas does manage to get the measure of him and keeps it out of his goal.
Close stuff again. Ball over the top. This time it's Pepe that's going to run through. Will get it across. And it's the keeper that comes out. He's able to punch it away, but they end up losing out to that one. I think here a corner will come in. Yes, indeed. And Modric will step up to throw this one in. One man comes to take it short. It is in the end thrown to the front post though, but no one able to collect it there, and that could be a break here for Savas with Remy up on that top side. He's got no one there with him though. He's either going to have to go it alone or wait for the rest of the team to come around, and he did try and go it alone, lost the ball, and once again we see Botenko now with the pressure, but he will then lose it, and again it's going over the top. This time though, comes off the head of the defender, and Casillas able to pick that one up. Pressure off here for Botenko. Boots it upfield, and that will be the end of the first 45 here with a 1-0 lead for Botenko. You see that both players just eager to get straight into the second half. Again, no changes at the halfway point.
Just doesn't have quite the speed up front, it seems here. Remy just can't quite outpace the likes of Ramos and Pepe. Trying one of those long-range efforts, not going to work out for him there, Savas. And Botenko still holds himself the lead. As you can see, Real Madrid playing host to this one. At the moment, Daniel Botenko holding that 1-0 lead for a place in the finals. Just one match away from reaching them grand finals that will be played in Munich. And now it is teetering on the edge here. Savas really playing with fire as he lets the ball whip past his own goal line. And is just hanging on in there. Savas really tries to build something up here. He's got a good through ball. Remy's going to go through, but Ramos is there to try and cover him off. Tries to cut it inside. Ramos has the better of him, cuts out that attack.
And now it will be Botenko here on a bit of a break on that bottom side. Decides to play it safe though, knocking it back to Contral. Pepe off to Bale. They lose possession here though, and here's a chance for Savas once again to break through with Remy on this top side. I'll just knock it back here to Fabregas. He will put the through ball in. Remy now breaking on that top side, but can he get it across? He'll step back, does get it across, but it's the defender that gets there first. And now Botenko gonna look to try and turn this one around with Ronaldo on the halfway point. Manages to beat two, but will deflect off the shins of one. And now Hazard gets the ball back again. Remy's put through, but has he got the pace here to beat the defenders? He's going to have to cut this one inside. Actually goes it alone, tries the cutback, and just not quite finding his man. And this is going from one end to the other at this point, but again, Remy going to come through. Can they get the ball in? They will swing it in, but nobody there. The defender actually having to head it back, and that's going to go out for a corner.
Nicely wrestled there as well from Savas, making sure that ball does go for the corner. It's going to be Savas with some tactical changes here. Hazard being thrown out onto the wing and putting Costa on up front as well. So Madrid still with that 1-0 lead for Daniel Patenko, but at the moment Savas, he's the man that's making changes. Let's see how it works out for him.
Hazard going to step up here to throw this one in. Where's it going to land? About halfway through. Casillas this time able to get there quicker, and he's going to go for a quick punt upfield. Ronaldo trying to get on the end of that one. Ends up on the floor. As they do manage to get past him there as well. Again, Hazard just skipping inside. Will pass the ball off to Fabregas, who tries a through ball, but was nicely intercepted there by Patenko, but he instantly lost possession. Goes now to Costa and into Remy, and there's an offside.
Yeah, offside given there. And again, it's been Savas. He's starting to quicken the pace here. He's starting to put the pressure on Patenko. Patenko's been playing the defensive game and holding him at bay here. Not too many shots coming out from Savas, despite the heavy possession that he's been retaining here, but it's very much still Daniel Patenko with that 1-0 lead. That's just playing it coolly at the moment, as Savas once again cuts out another wing ball and tries to build up with numbers in the attack this time. He's got through. Costa, can he pull it back here? No! He gets cut out by Daniel Patenko, and we go to another corner.
Feels like he's had about 10 of these so far. We'll see if he can make one count. This may be it. They do get their head on the end of it, but it's going to run free on the bottom side. And now Ramos going to try and break on the bottom. Does manage to get it through to Hernandez, who will just skip past the left back. And now tries to get past the second one. And that was a strong challenge coming in. We're going to see some changes as the ball runs out for a throw.
Okay, let's see what they do here. Williams sticking on the corner. It's Oscar that's going to come on. Where's he going? He's going to go on for Fabregas. Didn't quite catch a glimpse of what Daniel Patenko did. But we can see Oscar on. Looks like, was there any changes for Daniel Patenko? I don't think there was. I think he's kept it. Oh, he did. He took Hernandez off Braun. I can never remember the pronunciation of that name.
I struggle generally with,
so
with non-English pronunciations anyway.
I don't know. My Spanish tongue does not work, that's for sure. Yellow card given out here. First one of the game to Marcelo for Daniel Patenko there as he tries to keep him at bay. Possession very much has been the forte of Savas throughout the quarterfinal and this semi-final, but he's just not been able to do anything with it in this matchup so far. And we see Daniel Patenko once again on the attack. Those devastating through balls that he's ran so often. Oh, and he finds Gareth Bale completely wide open here. Cuts it back. Oh, that should have been an easy tap-in, but it wasn't to be. Savas does manage to get it. Now he's on the counter. Diego Costa with Remy alongside. Tries the through ball. He's got one on the wing as well if he needs to use him. Could go to him any second now. Will get the cross down. Willian almost cuts out, but that was just feeble towards the end there. Dispossessed. And well, Daniel Patenko hangs on. Just 10 minutes left in this match as he goes on the counter.
What can he do here? Knocks it inside there to Ronaldo. Loses a ball, but it falls to Benzema. Manages to get it into the midway point as well. Trying to chip it over the top. Now it's Modric stepping up. Manages to get himself into the box. Will cut it across, but it's going to be cut out there by Savas, who is now going to lead a charge of his own with Willian on the top side. He's got two men there for support. It's a good ball through. A quick tap through as well there. Will set Costa off, but can he get it on goal? He can't. There are two men in front of him. They cut him out. And again, Patenko holding on to this one. Will now have a bit of a break of his own with Benzema. Bale off on the right-hand side, but Benzema not able to get that one through. They try and get it in to Ronaldo. It goes to Ronaldo as well, who's calling for a corner here, and they'll manage to get it. Can they get a second goal here? Can Patenko all but seal his place in the final? He won't quite land that one. Goes over. And Savas with 86 minutes on the clock, 1-0 behind. What can he do here? Surely only got one, maybe two chances more.
With just 3 minutes left in this game, Savas struggling to find the net. Daniel Patenko, he's managed to keep a clean sheet in both games so far. Now he's on the attack to finish the deal. One shot will do it. There it is. The second goal. Daniel Patenko will take this game 2-0 and book himself a place in the finals. What a fantastic match for him, and 2 clean sheets as well, more importantly. Means he's 6-0 up in just these 2 games. And really, despite Savas's almost possession-like control throughout this entire game, it has been Daniel Patenko that once again breaks free and gets himself a second.
The Madrid fans celebrating. A lot of Madrid fans been celebrating today with only Savas picking a different team. Obviously the Chelsea that we see him in this game with. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Pepe trying to break through here, but Savas should be able to deal with this one easy enough. Surely only got time for maximum 1. When he loses the ball there to Marcello, it might be him that's actually finding himself conceding another one. A header will put them through that. In the end, it was Benson who tried to get on the end of it. He was knocked over, but somehow they've gained possession back. Can he set him free? Ronaldo gonna go it alone. Actually lost control of the ball there, but they've still got 3 or 4 men up. Ronaldo will turn inside, will cut past one more, but he will be finally cut out of the game, and it's gone all the way forward to Remy, who skips past one of them. Still got 2, 1 either side of him, and he's knocked off the ball there by Ramos, and that will be the end of that one. And it is going to be Daniel Patenko taking the victory here, moving through into the grand final, 1 step closer to Munich.
Well, Savas, despite pulling out Chelsea, will go out, and now Daniel Patenko books himself a place in the finals. Who will join him? That's the question. You can see Aaron Kayman versus Mirza Yahic will be the next match, but Daniel Patenko, 4-0 and 2-0, has been very much a dominant force in that top half of the bracket. No doubt about it, considering, you know, when we were gathering the information, our preparation for this tournament, everybody put him as a rank outsider.
Well, we might have to, talk to our sources again after this one. 4-0 in the first round. Who was one of those outsiders that we were talking about as well. So maybe a little bit more expected that result. But here, a solid 2-0 after that.
Yeah. Very
early Savas pressure as well. A lot of possession for Savas early on. Well, Daniel Patenko managing to win through. Second semi-final coming up here shortly. That is going to be an absolute beast of a game if those quarter-final games on the bottom side of the bracket were anything to go by.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, get yourself involved on this one. FIFA Interactive World Cup at FIWC on Twitter, at FIWC on Facebook, and of course you guys at home are watching on FIFA TV. That will be the YouTube channel. We're going to be back with the second semi-final in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Aaron Kayman up against Mirza Yahic. I can remember his name. I nearly forgot him for some reason. It's going to be a fantastic one, that's for sure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Cologne, Germany. Joining me is Joe Miller for this semi-finals. I am, of course, Lee Damon Smith. And this is a big one, I feel, this semi-final. It is going to be the final semi-final. Aaron Kaiman versus Miri Jahic, getting their surnames mixed up between the two. You can see them on the screen there. Aaron Kaiman on the left. Had a really impressive semi-final, quarterfinal, no doubt about it. Dispatching of Jan Zimmerman 3-1, his fellow teammate. And of course, we just saw Mirza taking down Kevin Asaya in what was a very tense matchup. That was the final quarterfinals. He went 2-1 in extra time, but here we go. It is Aaron Kaiman playing as the white Real Madrid and Mirza Jahic playing as the black Real Madrid. And of course, this will be for a place in the finals against Daniel Botenko, who just dispatched of Savas, if you missed that one in the previous semi-final.
Well, right now we have Jahic on a bit of a break there. Was cut out, and that's a throw-in, if not a foul. It will, in fact, be the free kick here for Marcelo on that top side. Let's see what he can do with it here. We'll actually just play that one short, and they'll work it from there. Back up to Marcelo on the top side. He tries to chip one through. It's going to land at the feet of Ronaldo. Can he finish this one? He's going to go all the way to the touchline. Didn't quite get it past Casillas there, but they've still got possession with Rodriguez now, who will throw it into the box. There are two men there ready and waiting, but still can't get the final touch. But that was magnificent play there from Kaiman. 3-4 passes inside of the box to open up the score in just 8 minutes into this one. Fantastic opening. And we can see that Kaiman going to be happy, but for Jahic, not the start that he was looking for here in the semi-final, but it's hard to take it away from your opponent when they play it so classy like that inside of the box with defenders all around them.
Yeah, just single one-touch passing. Beautiful start for Aaron Kaiman. It's exactly what he wanted, and it's exactly what he got in his quarterfinals against Jan Zimmerman as well. That was a very quick, clean start for him, as Jahic had to absolutely fight and wrestle for his goal in the quarterfinals. Let's see if he can do it here. He had good staying power that time around, but not able to thread a pass through this time. That's going to get cut out, but quickly won back. Aaron Kaiman will keep control of the possession as he starts to push forward. Crosses it back down to the right wing. Pushing forward with Benzema. Worked his way down, got ahead of his man. Hasn't really got the support for a cross though, but he will lay it back beautifully to Carval. Instead, we'll try and get in towards the box. Ronaldo with possession. Will just get dispossessed at the last minute, but again, Kaiman wins the ball back. And he's got control again. Goes on another attack, and Mirza Jahic already is really finding himself up against it.
Needs to basically just chill out at this point, try and keep a bit of possession, get his confidence back after that early shock of an 8-minute opening goal for Kaiman. Here is Jahic on the bottom side with Marcelo, who will play it off to Benzema and quickly gets it back. He tries a lob into the box. It is going to find Bale, but he loses it on the final touch. It does drop back off to Benzema, and he may just be able to get a ball through. A little bit messy there on the bottom side. And the ball is played away to Benzema on the right-hand side, who threads through Bale, who will try and knock it straight into Ronaldo, but Casillas brought out there by Jahic, perfectly timed. Will clear it back up to the midfield. Carval back to Ramos. Keeping a hold of things, but in his own half for now. Oh, and he's giving it away here. These are the mistakes that you just cannot make if you're to win these games. Luckily for him, does manage to wrestle control back and may now even have a break of his own with Bale up on that top side. He's definitely got the pace here to beat Marcelo, but there's no one in the middle for him now. There we see Benzema running in, and the ball is whipped through. Benzema tipped over the top there by Casillas. Close one here for Jahic, who gets himself a corner.
Jahic trying his best to work his way back into this game. It's another good cross, solid into the box, but it's cleared off by Kaiman. And now, can he get the counter-attack? Does manage to win it back, but that's going to be a throw-in. And it's going to be Mirza Jahic who will take it in Kaiman's half as they try to push on. That's a bad miss, but he will have the players in support there. Tried to go for the quick early header. Wasn't to be. Jahic feeds it down the top of the pitch, tries to work it back in there, but quickly cut out by Kaiman, who starts to build a bit of an attack of his own. It's a through ball that's going to get cut out easily by Jahic in the middle of the pitch, and that's a good through ball. Not quite going to find its man. Ronaldo will win it back, but he gets taken down off the ball there. Nothing given. Kaiman will retain possession as he starts to work it out. Some long passes here coming out. Some, I wouldn't say reckless football, but certainly not exactly the short passing style that we have been seeing in some of these matches. Definitely a much more frantic pace to this match. No doubt about it, the semi-finals starting to keep the pressure on both of these players, and Kaiman starting to get a nice control here. He's held onto the ball. This is about 20-30 passes already into this one as he tries to build up, goes for the long shot. In the end, Casillas, very easy for him. So I feel that Kaiman, after all that passing, could have done a little bit more with that one.
Having a look, see if he could test Casillas at range. Casillas holding solid as a rock for that one, though. And it is Kaiman back with possession. We'll play it all the way back to Casillas, who has a bit of a wobble there as he throws the ball off onto that bottom side. Playing it in the air and keeping possession for now is Kaiman after his brilliant quarter-final victory over his teammate Schneider. He is now 1-0 open. About 45 minutes away from a possible grand final appearance, but Jahic already proving 2014 VBL champion that he can certainly beat the best in FIFA 15, and now Kaiman going to test him once again up on this top side with Gareth Bale. Knocks it back inside to Cruz. There's Bale once again. Is he going to be able to whip it in? In fact, he will take on two men. They knock it into the middle there for Ronaldo, who turns around, but he's solidly held. Good defending there, and that's going to give the break here to Jahic with Benzema on the bottom side. He's thread through, and Isco now may be able to send Bale up on that top side, or Benzema on the bottom side, who's actually in an offside position there for a little while. Had to delay somewhat, but he's managed to keep it through 4 defenders against his 2 attackers. Finally does lose it, but instantly gets it back, puts it through to Ronaldo, who turns and will slot it into the top corner. Brilliant, brilliant play there from Jahic to bring us back to 1-1.
Just like in the quarterfinals, Jahic fights his way back into this match. Kevin Asaya went 1-0 up against him. He wrestled back control and came out 2-1 ahead in that game. Can he do the same against Eren Kaiman here, who seemingly had full control of this match? He had all the possession in the world, but it's Jahic who once again fights his way back into it just before half-time. Kaiman, though, on the break here from the straight away from kickoff. Gareth Bale thinking about running straight on through that middle, which worked out for him actually against Jan Zimmerman straight from the kickoff. But here we go, half-time. Clearly Kaiman rattled a little bit by that one, being a little bit more vocal to his opponent. And now all square once again. How will we move into this second half? Will we go for one of those quicker goals once again as Kaiman manages to find another man loose in the box? Got ahead of the play, but this time he wasn't able to convert into a goal.
Jahic here with possession, and as I mentioned, that gives it straight off to Kaiman. Playing it between the back 4 at this point. He finally gets it out to Marcelo, who's going to lob it over the top. He'll find the feet of Ronaldo, who instantly puts it back. They switch it in between Bale and back to Cruz, who can certainly score. Has proved it many times from that kind of range. The shot does come in. Might fall to Ronaldo. No, he'll lose us out in the challenge. And that is now going to be Jahic on the break. Man on the top side. And that is certainly how you're going to take a man out. He's stayed down as well. That's probably going to be bad news here for Jahic. We'll see about that one as he tries to throw it over the top. May just land at Benzema. The defender goes down, but Casillas was quick enough out off the line, and that will keep him safe. See that Gareth Bale not feeling too well after that challenge. Certainly like broken kneecaps the way he certainly went down from that one. You see Casillas just going to waste a little bit of time. Jahic just slowing the tempo down of this game a little bit. Yeah, very well played there. Jahic also managed to very nearly thread himself through. He definitely feeling a lot more in control, which is exactly what worked out for him in that quarterfinals. Once he got that goal under his belt, he started to pass it and play it much nicer, and that is exactly what we're seeing here. Very controlled stuff, but Kaiman wins it back, tries to go for that long through ball, and it's going to get him through, but Ronaldo not having to just unleash one instead. Not quite
a clean take that he'd like. And Jahic once again back in control, plays it around his back four, or his back five I should say technically, because there is 5 men back there. And it is a slow, steady build-up this time from Jahic. Keeping possession, running that clock down, trying to work a clear attack. You can see that Kaiman trying to probe on towards these passes, trying to cut them out, but they have been short and concise from Jahic until Kaiman finally gets himself ahead of the ball. Now, let's see what he can do. See if he can retain possession, work something down the wing, back along his own defensive line, and try to draw the defense. Look how close these defensive lines are working. That may well split them apart. Not quite going to get ahead of it, but he's got support. He's going to try and get the chip through ball. Almost manages to get it. The goalkeeper's come out. It's in. Jahic gets himself in the lead for the first time in this game. And just like in the quarterfinals, finds himself now in the lead. 2-1 up in this semi-final.
Casillas coming out for that one was just a little bit too slow. Almost getting there, but a dive coming at the very last second for him. Saw that one late, and that puts him 2-1 up here, Jahic, after being behind. And we see now Kaiman actually going to be looking to change things up somewhat. Moving into a 4-4-2 as he swaps Ronaldo and Bale. Rodriguez going on to the left side of midfield from this as well. Also changing his attacking runs a little bit. Seems to be finished now. Of course, needs one more to level us up here at 2 apiece. We're only 65 minutes into this one. Certainly been a good one so far. And of course, Bale, that injury from earlier on is still actually causing him a few little issues. He's going to be taken off here, which is certainly what you need to do at that stage when he's limping around.
But that's a problem. That's one of your star players going to be taken off the field through an injury, which doesn't happen very often, certainly in FIFA. And the way, well, we saw him get nobbled, the way he went down, it was like he was shot from row 10, but absolutely was a problem for him, and clearly the injury causing problems and slowing him down, and maybe that's what they're looking towards. Maybe that's what he's feeling has been the problem. Kaiman on the attack here, gets a good ball through. That's going to get headed back by the defense and covered off somewhat by Casillas. Bit of a risky throw out there, but Jahic retains control, retains possession, and ever since scoring that goal, he has looked by far the better of the two here. Kaiman has just been chasing the ball ever since that first one of his own. And after really what was a fantastic quarterfinal for Aaron Kaiman, he's looking a little out of sorts here again. And Mirza Jahic once again on the attack, in the possession of Ronaldo, puts it down to Benzema, who gets caught in the box, threads 3 people out of the play, tries to get it back to Ronaldo, and now it's actual fancy footwork as he tries to play it around. If he could thread it back into the box, this could be magical as he crosses it in there. It's just a little too deep. He's got the support. Can he go for the long shot? He will! It's in! Jahic makes it 3, and that surely could be the game for Mirza Jahic as he moves into the finals.
Absolutely fantastic finish there, and you can see the relief really on his face. Kaiman is once again here going to be making a few changes. Didn't exactly get to see what those changes were, but we'll see whether that's just a strategical change. I think it is. Gone to a 4-2-4 formation there. He knows that he needs 2 here in the last 13 in-game minutes, and they all bow down after that cracking finish there from the edge of the box. Slotted straight into the bottom corner. Casillas no chance to hold on to that one. Rattled off the woodwork, and that may just be the goal that sees Mirza Jahic through to the final here to take on Daniel Botenko, who managed to win 2-0 in that in that semi-final early on. His quarter-final was a much bigger scoreline at 4-0, but now we have Kaiman on the attack, couldn't quite find the last man. And now Jahic actually losing possession here. This is a good chance for Kaiman to build it on through. There is Bale. And in the end, they lose it once again. Going to be a big challenge to hold on to this one. And couldn't quite get the ball there with Modric. Was trying to get him as that triangle was passed around. In the end, it goes back to Casillas. And he can clear any danger. There's Benzema knocking it out As Cruz collects here in the midfield, will slot it through. It actually does land to the feet of Ronaldo, who knocks it off onto that top side. 2 men here in the box, and well, that was a massive push there up on that top side, and that is a dangerous position now for Ronaldo. What can he do? Well, first of all, he's going to put Toni Kroos onto it. And it looks like he's actually going to just play this one short, and it goes past the man. That didn't work out for him. Cross may have been more successful, but he's managed crucially here to keep possession of the ball on that top side. Can he get the ball through? He won't, but they've won a throw-in.
Yeah, it's keeping hold of possession. That's more importantly with just 5 minutes to go in this game. Aaron Kaiman absolutely needs to get hold of the ball, but the problem is it's in his own corner. He gets the throw in now. He needs to get it and wrestle it straight up the other end of the pitch. Goes for a crossfield. Dangerous ball. You're always told as a school kid, don't cross the ball across your own goal mouth. And that's exactly what he did. Can he get away with it as the ball gets launched up front? Not going to get followed through. Will instead be a foul. And it's Jahic that will get himself the free kick as that clock ticks ever closer to full time.
50-50 challenge there. Referee deciding there was a little bit of foul play involved. As we are about to hit the 90-minute mark, you can see Jahic taking no risks here. Will pass it around between his defenders and the goalkeeper. Finds a hole though in the midfield and is able here to slot through one. The question is, who's going to join him? Can he make it 4-1 in this semi-final? Can't quite do that, and there's only 3 minutes of time to be played. Can Jahic grab himself a last-minute stylish goal? Loses possession though. Kaiman now on the attack. He's got to score one here and hope that the referee decides 3 minutes are actually 6. In the end though, ball going to go out of play, and it looks like Jahic is going to the final.
Fantastic stuff. What a comeback from Mirza Jahic. Twice now, quarterfinals, comes back, takes it 2-1 in extra time, and here against Aaron Kaiman, who almost gets one through at the end there, will go through. Mirza Jahic 3-1. What a result as he moves through to play Daniel Butenko in the final here in the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers. We are in Cologne, Germany, and this is of course for a place in the grand finals. $20,000 can be won in Munich, and of course more importantly a trip for 2 to the FIFA Ballon d'Or. And that man on the right hand side of your screen, Mirza Jahic, absolutely will be looking at favourites going into this one. But Daniel Butenko, who he's facing, has yet to let a goal in this tournament.
Yeah, and that's a scary prospect in a way. And yes, you can argue that the superstars of this one are maybe on that bottom side of the bracket. Maybe you can argue some of them already out here. But Jahic, after picking up that VBL championship in 2014, actually getting the auto slot to this qualifier right here, showing exactly why, getting himself through to the final. The question is now, can he beat Daniel Butenko, which you rightly pointed out, scored 6, conceded none at this point. For Jahic, a 2-1 win in the quarterfinal after being 1-0 down, 3-1 in the semi-final after being 1-0 down. Seems like he can play from behind, which is something I think a lot of players will, slightly go on tilt there and lose a little bit of hope. Not Jahic, though. He's already shown he's got a lot of character to come back and win these games.
Absolutely. The comeback king doesn't lose faith. Of course, that final will be coming up after the break. This is the FIFA Interactive World Cup Championships. It is the qualifiers. We are in Cologne, Germany. Who is going to make it? Will it be Daniel Butenko or will it be Mirza Jahic? Find out after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers here in Cologne, Germany. We are on to the finals. Joe Miller is joining me for this one once again. I am Lee D-Man Smith, and this is for a place through the grand finals that will take place in Munich, and $20,000 will be on the line in that one, along with 2 Ballon d'Or tickets for 2015. Will it be Messi? Will it be Ronaldo? Well, they'll be the people who'll be able to find out, not us. It's Daniel Butenko up against Mirza Yahic, who will be in the final.
Well, I think before we get into it, we should probably take a look at how they actually got back into this grand final here. We can see that Mirza Yahic on the bottom side of the bracket came from 1-0 behind to beat Kevin Isaiah 2-1. Then in the semi-final, he came back from 1-0 behind again against Ayhan Kayman to win 3-1, playing as Real Madrid both times. And of course, his opponent, Daniel Butenko, who dominated his quarter-final 4-0 win over Sebastian Hubert. And then a 2-0 victory over Savas, who is the only player to play a team other than Real Madrid, played Chelsea in those 2 games. Either way, this final is going to be a real fantastic one. We can see both players there on your screen. Butenko not conceded a single goal on his way to this final. Yahic come back from 1-0 down both games, so we'll have to figure this one out as we go along. And of course, it will be Daniel Butenko playing here as the white Real Madrid from left to right, and Mirza Yahic playing as the black Real Madrid from right to left. He's the one that's currently got possession as well.
Yeah, and he's, as we say, come back from a goal deficit. That's a long through ball already. If he could chip that in the box, he had 2 members waiting for it. Instead, he plays a risky ball out, Daniel Butenko there, who has yet, as you say, yet to let a goal in. If you're watching this, guys at home, of course, you will be on the YouTube channel FIFA TV, but you guys can get involved on Facebook and Twitter using the at FIWC. Get yourselves on there. There's prizes to be won on that Facebook as well. So, Daniel Butenko here in the finals. Can he start off like he has done in the previous 2 matches with a very early goal? He's already into the box, tries to flick it back. Oh, the goalkeeper's down! Oh, but Casillas, while on the ground, still manages to keep it out with his knees.
Somehow, some way, he finds a way to get rid of that ball, and the corner not being as effective there as Butenko would have liked, and it's Yahic now who has the ball. Still, though, on the bottom side of his 18-yard box as he will switch the play over onto that right-hand side. Frees himself some space up with that move as well. But he doesn't have too much backup as he once again switches off to the left flank. Marcelo will lay out instantly. Benzema managing to get through here, and there is a through ball onto the top side. It's Bale coming in. He will cut inside and slots it home as well. It's 1-0 to Yahic. A fast break. His first chance of the game. He takes the first one.
And the first goal that Daniel Butenko has let through in this qualifier. And it was all too easy for Yahic there. Beautifully threaded through, beautifully slotted home. Didn't go for the cross, which could easily have done that short pass into the box, but instead it was Mirza Yahic that this time will take the lead for the first time in one of these matches. Now, but Daniel Butenko,
I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad sign for him.
That's the problem, maybe. Maybe he's so used to fighting his way back into this matchup that, let's see if he doesn't take his eye off the ball at the moment. Butenko on the attack, quickly dispossessed by Yahic in the last quarter of the half, and will quickly get taken out. Daniel Butenko, though, retains possession and sees if he can build an attack of his own. That's quickly cut out by Yahic.
And there is Butenko, though, regaining possession here on the edge of the box. What can he do with it? Actually getting shoved over there, but referee didn't see anything. Didn't see a cause to blow for that one, and it remains with Butenko here now, regaining the ball into Ronaldo. What can he do? Got 3 men in front of him, couldn't quite get past the first one. Did get the ball back and still holds it here on the left-hand side with Marcelo. Back inside to Hernandez, who will set up Modric, can't quite get past the man, but still somehow gets the ball back. And now off to the flank where Benzema will play a quick 1-2 with Marcelo, threaded back into the box and to the feet of Hernandez, who just there, I think, tipped away by Casillas in the end, the knee of Casillas, if anything, and they do manage to get themselves a corner, which is going to be whipped in quickly, but 4 defenders there to stop that from being dangerous. In the end, though, Yahic losing possession again with Ronaldo on that top side, who takes a dive.
Well, Patenko, he's keeping Jahic boxed in here, trying his best to work his way back into this game. And remember, if you think back to the quarterfinals and the semi-finals for Patenko, a lot of his goals were actually scored with those big, long overhead through balls. And that seems to be how he works best on the counter. But at the moment, he's trying his best to just work through Jahic's defense, who himself has got himself another great cross straight in there. Hasn't really got the men in the box to cross to. Now he's bought himself enough time. Gets that cross in the header there. Straight into the hands of Casillas. Will be easy for Patenko's keeper. And now on a counter-attack of his own. But it's Ronaldo that's up front. He's got no one with him. You can't run through 4 people. It's tried it so many times. It just doesn't work. Unless you give the ball away like that. He's got himself straight back into it. A big mistake by Mirza Jahic.
And you can see absolutely gutted for himself there, and rightly so. We've seen so many times today that just one little mistake, you let Ronaldo get that ball back, and you can see he is angry at that one. Clinical finish there in the end from Patenko, but it is a mistake which costs Jahic his 1-0 lead. And Patenko coming right back into this game with a 1-1 scoreline. 30 minutes gone in this game. Jahic here will kick off and see if he can pull back into the lead after his early opener. Right now it's Isco. 2 men on top of him, and will actually lose possession there as the ball gets threaded through to Ronaldo. Pepe will take it and gift it over to Hernandez, who sadly for him will end up losing it. And there's the chance for Jahic to break once again. Not very clean though with the passes, and it will be intercepted. You see there the pass percentages close at 87 to 85% here as Ronaldo on the edge of the 18-yard box. Will have to take a little bit of a step behind. Does manage to feed it through, and there's the finish from the bottom side. And Jahic holds his head in his hands. Can't believe that 1-0 lead has slipped away from him. And I said he's been used to fighting back from 1-0 down, and funnily enough, this time around it's Patenko that does exactly the same to him. It was Pepe there with a clinical finish. Casillas not really having a chance at that kind of range. And that will put Patenko 2-1 up, 1 step closer to the grand finals in Munich.
This final is definitely living up to the bill right now. 2-1 already. 3 goals in the first half. Just 36 minutes gone in this game. And Jahic once again, another long ball straight down the line there, but not able to get the cross in. Hasn't got the support. Now he does. If he can get that in, Ronaldo's in the right place. Goes for the crossbar. Gets the follow-up. Jahic gets the second. And we're all square once again. 2 apiece.
What a game this is. And you see Patenko, smile on his face. Can't quite believe that one went in. It clattered off the bar. And that's a way to force your way through. Benzema just using his body to plough through the defender. Gets good contact with it. Casillas no chance to hold on to that one. And we're again all square here. 38 minutes gone in this first half. And now Patenko, the man with the ball. After that equaliser, currently with Benzema. Going to knock it through there to Modric. What can he do? Tries to turn. Actually will get the ball back as the defender collapses in a heap before him. The creaky back heel to Ronaldo! And Patenko is back into this one. Absolutely amazing stuff. Jahic again. Quick shake of the head. How is this happening to him? He's been ahead. He's been behind. And now he's finding himself behind once again. The back heel from Modric. Absolutely perfect. And Ronaldo again showing you just can't let him have those chances. That free space inside of the box is going to make you pay. And this final certainly living up to what it's supposed to be. 3-2 now for Patenko.
Wow.
And gobsmacked at this point, and we're not even at half-time yet.
That was just brilliant. That was literally a take a bow, son, because that little back heel completely fooled everyone. Daniel Patenko knew what he was doing. Jahic completely caught napping, and a simple slot in past the keeper. 5 goals in the first half. What a final. This is already becoming one of the highest scoring games so far in the tournament. And now Daniel Patenko in the lead. He, before this matchup began, had not let a goal in, certainly had scored plenty, and he's keeping up that record with 3 goals to his name already. Half-time beckons as Jahic once again finds himself behind in this finals. Can he manage to pull another equaliser, or will Botenko get another squeaky ball through for Ronaldo? He just seems to thread that ball through like a needle every time. Bale now pushing forward, driving forward, gets the ball to Ronaldo, who himself steps it round. Oh, it's there again! It's 4-2. Botenko is starting to take the lead, and Jahic just doesn't know what is going on now.
Absolutely gutted with this one again. Brilliant finish. Was lucky to bounce through the way it did. But Botenko taking the chances that are gifted to him. Casillas are just inches away from knocking that one around the post. But it's on the stroke of half-time that Botenko takes a 4-2 lead. And Jahic has not found himself this far behind in any of his games up until now. The question is, second half, with already 6 goals down in this one, can Jahic come back? We're going to get straight into the second half. From Botenko's side, he's making this work for Jahic. He's certainly had his chances. Botenko going to take an early shot there. Did ricochet off the defender though. They managed to keep it in play. And now Jahic on the top side there, trying to keep a hold of the ball. Loses out in the end. There is Pepe coming forward. He himself will somehow keep a hold of that one as Bale will collect on the top side. Will step inside and feed it to the feet of Ronaldo. Can he work some more magic? Tries to turn around, but is slid out from underneath him. And now the push is on here for Jahic. He himself with Ronaldo will put the ball through. It's going to be Benzema. 1 versus 1 against the keeper. And he's offside. The linesman, a villain here if you're a Jahic fan. The score remains 4-2, 50 minutes down. Tense stuff here in the final. You have to feel that was a close offside, and if it is not given, he might have well just made that 4-3.
Still plenty of time to play with there for Jahic. He doesn't need to put his head down, but Botenko absolutely is playing very well. He's threaded another ball through. Oh, it's another easy pass. And Botenko now 5-2 up in these finals. Absolutely has his name written into them grand finals in Munich. He is dominating this match.
5-2. He started off here with a 4-0 easy win in the quarterfinal, 2-0 in the semis, and now finds himself 3 goals up at the start of this second half of the grand final. Can almost smell the Lederhosen from Munich at this point. So close he is to that grand final. But let's not count Jahic out just yet. The guys already in both rounds come back from behind. Only 1 goal behind those times though. But this is a final, and anything could happen. There's the ball played through. Came off the defender there, which gave Botenko the possession back, and he's now with Benzema. Going to try and thread that through, which he does brilliantly. Pepe up onto the top side there for Bale. This is going to come through to Contrao. Nice little interception though in the end. And the linesman gives it the way of Botenko, so he manages to hold on to it.
Well, we've still got plenty of time, 30 minutes to go in this matchup, but it's Botenko once again that's on the attack. Jahic, if body language was anything to go by, he is not a happy man right now, and well, he is 5-2 down. Could he get himself one in here? He needs support in the box. He's going to try and get the cross, cuts it back, but nobody is there, and he just crosses it straight into the hands of Casillas, who will gratefully clutch it and clear it back out. Jahic retains possession, but quickly gives it back to Botenko, who starts to build up a steady attack of his own. 5-2 up in this game, 61 minutes now into the match. The finals in Munich are beckoning. The winner will be going there as the German representative for that grand final, that place to a $20,000 tournament. That will be taking place on the 17th of May. And of course, Daniel Botenko right now is looking the favourite, coming into this as a rank outsider against Mirza Jahic, one of the favourites. The 2014 VDL winner as well, managed to qualify by being that champion, and will certainly have come up against the likes of Daniel Botenko before, but right now, this rank outsider has caught everybody by surprise, and he's dominating here in the final as he makes himself another attack. That will get cut out by Mirza Jahic, who has, 20 minutes to play with to try and pull something out, and 3 goals required just to pull it even.
Really needs one pretty much now, I'd say, at this stage with the clock working against him. It's Botenko that still holds possession here on the top side of the pitch. Will feed through Contrao. Knocks it back here to Bale. Modric will put it through as well. Pepe tried to get on the end of it. Already got himself one here. Doesn't get himself a second to put Botenko 6-2 up. That'll be almost unthinkable at this stage. But it's now Jajic who's going to hoof the ball all the way up to the halfway line. Manages to get on the end of it with Ronaldo, but instantly loses possession. Hernandez will then put it over the top for Ronaldo, who's going to get the better of the defender. Can he make it 6? He throws it wide there. Was incredibly close. And you see, look at the shots, 10-5 in favour of Botenko. 5 of which have gone in for him, and it may well just be 6 here. Ronaldo coming through, nicely cut out though by Jajic. He needs to get some pace on here and get himself upfield. Currently with Bale, that'll go through to Isco, but his options here going to be limited. He tries to feed it through, but he just doesn't find the man, and now it's Botenko again on the push.
Absolutely pushing it down. He's got one on the wing to work with. He's going to cross it up there. Now he's got men pushing into the box. He could play this one through perfectly to Ronaldo. Straight into the box, gets cut out, taps it in. It's an easy 6th goal for Daniel Botenko. He is dominating here in the final, and Mirza Jajic does not know what is happening to him. He is being dominated in really a match that he was a clear favourite coming into.
And 1-0 up. I said it, is that the curse for him? And it so far really has been. Oh well, you're not going to get much easier finishes than that for Hernandez. About 3 yards out, because he has no chance to hold on to it. And now Jajic has got an unthinkable task ahead of him. 13 minutes basically in game to score 4 goals to bring us to a level game and the possibility then of extra time. This is how it's going to have to start though. Bale going to thread things through. Actually will land at the feet of Ronaldo, but it just gets away from him. Casillas was there ready and waiting. And that's Botenko, who's just going to waste as much time as he can right now. He doesn't need to make any flashy moves anymore. He's got the solid lead, as we do see. Jajic got a chance, threads it through to Ronaldo, but again, caught offside. This linesman certainly worked wonders for Botenko so far. You see there, Benzema 3 times in this game, caught out of position. And again, dashing the hopes of Mirza Jajic, who is moving forward now with Benzema on the left-hand side. Has to slide, though, to keep the ball in play, and that will mean that he loses out on it. Botenko going to turn things back around. Can he slot Ronaldo through? Will it be Benzema that goes through for it, or will Hernandez go alone? He does decide it's Benzema that is going to put through back to Hernandez, who's free in the middle, and a last-ditch leg there from Marcelo. Puts it over the bar and gives them the corner.
Well, this is an absolute show of class from Daniel Botenko right now. Tries to skip through into the box, but it was quickly cut out. Mirza Jajic just trying to play for pride right now, trying to get something back in the box. Will get the through ball. This could be a goal for him. No, the keeper gets pulled out by Daniel Botenko, cuts it out at the last-ditch effort, and Mirza Jajic can't even pull any consolation from that one. 6-2 the score. It is a gigantic posting from Daniel Botenko here. Really has dominated this final as he works it through into the final third. Just can't quite get that ball through, but he's already done it 6 times. It doesn't matter right now. This game is his.
And there is the push-up from Ramos, but with now into stoppage time, there's 5 minutes of it, but that's surely not going to be enough. There will be a corner here for Mirza Jajic. It's going to be a last-ditch thing for him. Maybe get some pride back in this game, but ends up losing out on it. And that will be Ronaldo on the top side. He's only got 2 men to beat. Takes on the first one. Can't quite get past the second one, though. And Jajic doesn't want to concede anymore, despite the fact that this game already looks lost for him. He doesn't want to concede. Goal number 7. There's Ronaldo managing to break through. He's got one man in the middle. That'll be Bale, but a spectacular overhead there from Marcelo will keep him out. And there is the final whistle. It's Daniel Botenko that wins the game in a dominating fashion and books his ticket for Munich.
Fantastic performance from him. He went 1-0 down. It was the first goal he'd let in all tournament, but he didn't get flustered by it and came back strength after strength, goal after goal. And well, a 6-2 score. There's no doubt about who was the winner in that game, that's for sure. It wasn't a close one. It was a dominant victory by Daniel Butenko, the man on the left-hand side of your screens. He will go to Munich to represent Germany in the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers. Well, the finals, I should say. The grand finals is not even the qualifiers. He's the winner of the qualifiers. $20,000 will be on the line for him as they rewatch those goals, and the glee on the face of Daniel Butenko tells it all. He now has a chance of representing, well, the World Cup champions in their home turf in Munich.
And these highlights, just pure torture, I think, at this point for Jajic to watch back. He started things off so incredibly well. We had that ping-pong game at 1-0, 1 apiece, 2-1, 2-all, 3-2. But then Butenko really grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck and just throwing goal after goal after goal in. And there's no argument here. No. Absolutely deserves that spot. 4-0 in the quarterfinals, 2-0 in the semis, and a 6-2 thrashing of Mirza Jajic in that grand final. Absolutely amazing play.
And you know what's even more amazing is the fact we didn't see any substitutions, we didn't see any tactical changes. It was just played out. I think Mirza Jajic just knew that, you know, once it went, what, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, no manner of changes is going to pull me back from this one.
And you saw it there as well. You know, the head went down after that 3-2 went in. That, I think, was the real breaking point for him, because up until then, they'd really exchanged it. It had gone back and forth, back and forth.
And cast your mind back to that first goal that he let in as well. It was that big defensive error where Ronaldo managed to take the ball in a 1v4 situation. Should never get a goal from that. You know, Butenko just made them mistakes. Maybe nerves got to him, who knows? But, you know, Butenko coming into this one as, I wouldn't say a complete rank unknown, because obviously he managed to qualify in here in the first place against 700 other people. So it's not exactly an easy task. He's not a rank outsider, but in the company that he's keeping against the former champion, dominant performance and really well played. Put his name on the map, and I think some companies out there, some gaming houses will be looking to pick him up after this one.
Yeah, and I just looked down to my notes here, and, you know, we've got notes on all these players, but for Butenko, the 6-2 winner in the grand final, clear outsider, is pretty much all we were able to get for him there as well. You know, all the tips that we had from inside the German FIFA community were saying this guy is an outsider, may be able to take one game here or there, but to win the tournament is going to have to come up absolutely massive. And, well, he certainly did there in the grand final. And I think with that kind of performance, he's going to be a great representative for Germany when they go to Munich on the 17th to the 19th of May.
Yeah, that's going to be coming up soon. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to follow us, of course. I am Lee D-Man Smith. This is Joe Miller. You can see our Twitters there. Don't also forget to follow at FIWC for the FIFA Interactive World Cup and their Facebook page, FIWC. And, of course, you guys at home are already watching on FIFA TV YouTube channel. This has been fantastic. This has been the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers. Daniel Butenko is the champion for Germany. Thanks for watching.